We take walks through the mall when we go out. He orders only authentic, handcrafted meals. He keeps me rolling when I'm missing a wheel. He looks the other way when Tyrone gets to clapping. He screams during SF6 while I blow Tyrone like a dragon. Play Skyrim all day, that's a girl's dream. Every DoorDash spread looking sweet like Devonshire cream. He jokes about my weight, but without me his whole larp drops. That's why he always copes when we don't play co-op. He can't lie, all once I got it kinda sweet. I'm not fumbling this bag like Panda Lee. I'm gonna ride it out till he drops dead. Then I'll say in his eulogy that he did everything correct. Ooh, my man takes care of the house. We take walks through the mall when we go out. He orders only authentic, handcrafted meals. He keeps me rolling when I'm missing a wheel. He looks the other way when Tyrone gets to clapping. He screams during SF6 while I blow Tyrone like a dragon.
I just can't seem to understand how as a man you can walk around like you did a bowl cut with a hand. Clippers or shears, how did she start? Shape the fade like Pangea when it split apart. We went from comb overs to fades with different tones and shades. Now it's a Picasso mishmash, a toupee gone astray. You don't seem to understand. Your hairline's at a slant, shaded to look like pieces of sand. Belt sand or weed whacker, what did she use? This isn't a haircut, this is a sign of abuse. We went from a greasy mop to hair swept off the floor. You should really go to a big boy barber, because these mommy cuts aren't doing it anymore. Sitting in your stylist chair, sitting next to little girls. Curls, trying
nothing else much to say. Your head looks like a fucking lima bean.
What's blooming? Yeah, it's your boy Shinko Fleur. Welcome back to another edition of the Glaze State. I just thumbnail date number is wrong. I gotta fix that later. But I hope you guys are having a frabjous Monday morning. And don't know what frabjous means. Found out that meant on last Tales of Zestiria Street. That's an actual word. Frao. Frabjous. You guys are having a frabjous Monday morning. Okay. So before we get started, there's a video. Before we get started, there's a video that I want to play for you guys. It's very pertinent to yesterday. You know, this is an old video, but it's still a good video nonetheless. It has to do with DSP, and it's related to the one of the videos that he saw yesterday. So I want to go ahead and play that video for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chat. You guys can see it and share it and upload it. I mean, talk about it and tweet it or exit it, whatever it is. Let me just quick.
Here's a quick tutorial on how to be miserable for the rest of your life. Step 1. Wake up whenever you want to. Don't wake up at a reasonable hour, an hour that makes you feel good about yourself. Make sure you wake up when everyone has had a head start to the day. You really want to make sure you feel like you've missed any chance to start your day off on the right foot. And when you get out of bed, don't make your bed. And don't shower. Just wear whatever you wore yesterday and head downstairs. It's important that you start the day off with little to no self-respect, feeling as grimy as possible. Step 2. Make sure your house is always a complete disaster. Your house is filled with many rooms, each with a specific purpose. You want to make sure that it's extremely difficult to accomplish those purposes. The pigsty will also help subconsciously reinforce the idea that you're a disorganized person whose life is not in order. This is an extremely important belief to have when trying to remain miserable. Step 3. Procrastinate. When the thought dawns on you to do something productive, like clean your disgusting kitchen, just ignore that feeling. After all, you just woke up, and you have so much time later in the day to get that done. You want to get in the habit of delegating all your life's problems to the future version of yourself, who will probably have a lot more motivation and energy than you do right now. Step 4. Look busy. After you sit down to do some work, open up a Word document to help yourself feel like you're being productive. Give your document a nice title, and then immediately open up Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter just to check if you missed anything. You see, it doesn't really matter what you do. As long as you're sitting on your desk and that Word document is open, it'll help trick your conscience into thinking you're doing work, but you won't be getting any further in life. Step 5. Wait for opportunities. Never be proactive with finding new opportunities to grow your career or meet new people. Wait for all of that to come knocking on your door. After all, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You'll meet the girl of your dreams one day and things will kinda just work out. You'll probably also land your dream job if you just wait long enough. Anyways, the important thing is to not take action. Don't try to figure out the most effective way to get what you want. Just wait until things work out. Step 6. Be default no. When a friend asks you to go out for a drink, just say no. After all, you're super busy these days and have a lot of work to do. When your boss gives you the opportunity to lead a meeting at work, try to find an excuse to slink out of it. The key here is to give everyone the impression that they should just let you do your own thing. Be so good at saying no that people just stop asking you to do anything. Step 7. Be suspicious of people. Never give people the benefit of the doubt. Believe that everyone basically just wants to take advantage of you. And because of this, you should be guarded and put up walls to protect yourself emotionally. Assume the smiles people give you are fake and that their motives are malevolent. Step 8. Never fix the things you dislike about yourself. Continue to engage in activities that make you feel subhuman and weak. Never prove to yourself that you can overcome obstacles or better yourself. Never attempt to transcend your vices or change your lifestyle for the better. Subscribe to the idea that people can't change, so you shouldn't try. Step 9. Focus on things you can't control. As often as possible, get pissed off at the traffic, the government, the pandemic. You really want to reinforce the idea that the world is messed up and there's nothing you can do about it. Focus on the shortcomings of others, the failings of your country, and the state of the economy. Maintain a constant external locus of control over all the events in your life. This will really help you feel powerless, and if you're trying to be miserable, that's perfect. Step 10. Use fear as motivation. Make the fear of negative consequence your primary motivator for everything you do. Set up deadlines that frighten you, and punish yourself for failing to meet them. Use white-knuckle tactics to force yourself into productivity, and remind yourself constantly that your entire life could fall apart if you don't keep your head above water. Step 11. Only do what is comfortable. Let your comfort zone be the authority on what you do and don't do. If it's not comfortable, don't do it. Avoid discomfort at all costs, and participate only in activities that are familiar and effortless. Don't concern yourself with gaining fresh perspectives or novel experiences. Stay in your lane. Operate in your wheelhouse. Step 12. Believe you're special. Behave like you're entitled to things on the basis that you're just different than everyone else. Assume that the people that have what you want in life just don't deserve it as much as you do. Always regard yourself as talented, unique, one of a kind. This will really help you develop an outsider complex, which will make it difficult to open up to other people or see things from their perspective. But since you don't want to do any of that uncomfortable stuff anyways, that's perfect. Step 13. See life not as it is, but how you wish it to be. Daydream of a day where things are better. Fantasize about a life where all your problems are gone. You want to make sure you mentally escape as much as possible to distract you from the obstacles in front of you. Pour your mental energy not into fixing your problems or improving yourself, but into building up this fantasy to be as detailed as possible. Reflect daily about what you would buy if you won the lottery or became a celebrity. Constantly compare your life to this fiction and become resentful at the juxtaposition. So, if suffering is what you're after and you crave the daily strife, then you're in luck, because if you follow this advice, you'll be miserable for the rest of your life.
What's blooming, ass your boy Shinko, Fleur, and welcome back to another edition of the Glaze State, where we load up the Level 1 podcast and watch Phil do the same thing over and over again. And I want to emphasize on that over and over, because that video I showed you, right? It's just, it's an addition, it's an edit of the video that DSP watched yesterday. Now, the reason why I wanted to play this video is because, just like Clay Dell said in the chat, this video has existed for over 3 years. So once again, instead of doing something productive with his life, instead of doing the antithesis of this video, what is the antithesis of this video? He wants to stay in the constant loop of misery. So I just want to highlight that whenever DSP talks about when we're miserable, or we don't, we're unhappy or shit like that. Because last time I checked, I'm not in a constant loop of misery. I know you guys might have some things that, set you guys back, might be bringing you guys down, but you don't involve yourselves in a constant loop of misery. You try and you attempt to make things better. You put in the effort to change things, change your environment, to change your situation, change your attitude, seek, what have you. No, this man wants to sit there in his office all day, and just put himself in situations where he is constantly unhappy. I just wanted to highlight that. That's just it was just funny to me, because I didn't even watch him watching it. It's just when I saw it pop up, it was just like, man, this is fucking sad. That's fucking absolutely fucking sad. So before we get started, you know what we do here. We say what's up to everybody because that's just something what I do. All right, big ups to Track the Goose Style Beyond, Moron, Wesley H, Ultimaya Tolskin, Retro, what's good, baby? And Tony, how we doing? Karaz EQ, Roachbait, FNV, Paul J, Brazel Jr., what's up? Duce Falco, Trevin Womakis, Indrid, what's up, Indrid? Indrid's up. Look, it's 10 o'clock and she's up. Look at that. She's up and early. That's amazing. RS Nerd 008, what's up, baby? Clay Dale's good to see you again, baby. Mr. Memento Mori, how we doing? J&J 462, what's good? Let's see, Visible Dim with Nick BMX guy, Sergeant Joel Berg. Hey, how we doing, baby? How is everyone today? Hope everybody's good. Ella for the Ponte, how we doing, man? How we doing? How's everybody? How's everybody? Let me see if I could get this content up and rolling for you. So, because you know what we here. We're here for yesterday's pre. That's what we do. And I didn't see much of it. I'm going based off the title, Addressing Elden Ring, Planning Digital Summer. Oh. All right, fuck it. I committed to it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just. All right. Yeah. All right. Guys, just take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. You know the blood pressure will rise. We need to prepare ourselves for the inevitable. It'll make this experience a lot less painful. All right? Let's just get started. Let's just get started. And what the fuck? No. And we already start with the goddamn image. Oh, I forgot. This is like Jesus Christ, man. Fuck's sake. That's good, right? That's good. That's good enough. Oof. Lord have mercy. Yes, that's what I wanted.
Phil, the pancakes are ready.
Well, J. Brazel Jr., thank you for the $5 super chat, hun. Good morning, Shinko and gang. I hope we really cover this. We're gonna go through. We're gonna go through. Just Nexus Galaxy, what's good? Warble Wom, what's up? Guy with two names, what's up?
Thanks again, honey. Thank you.
All right, let's get.
Sunday, and you know what that means. Sunday is React Day across all of my channels. I'm DSP. Welcome to the show. It is the 7th of July, 2024, and today is.
There we go. Obligatory, comeback.
A very.
We got to start with the
laid-back,
comeback.
chill day, and what I mean by that is after having several days.
What's up, Doug Matter
Stressful
60 for 1?
content. Street Fighter 6 battling it out in the master rankings with M. Bison. Elden Ring taking on some of the biggest dungeons and toughest bosses in the DLC. Today, get to sit back, relax, and have a nice React day where I just watch other content and kind of have a good time with the audience, and that's a good thing to have that variety.
Of you just doing the same shit over and over again. You just sitting there and just like, yeah, oh, look at that. Yeah. See that thing right there? That's happening. That's why they do that thing, because it's happening. Like, it's fucking bullshit.
Instead of being reliant solely on gameplay every single day, I actually have really enjoyed having these full React days on Sundays. Now, the other night, someone asked a question. They said, will you ever bring back gameplay on Sundays? All of last year, you made Sundays about DSP versus the internet, but then you would still do gameplay at night. This year now, it seems like you've really adopted this schedule of DSP versus the internet on DSP Reacts, and then the retro React streams on DSP Throwback all day Sunday. So, will that maintain or will that ever change? Well,
Damn, he's just sucking and snotting, snorting. Like, damn, it's really building up, man. That pollen count, it's up there, baby.
the answer is quite simple. It's really up to you guys. Right now, the way
Yeah,
we're
he
doing
does,
it works.
Antony. He doesn't.
People are
He's
enjoying the React
delusional.
content. They're engaging with it. They're
Spicy
supporting
Latin
it.
Carl, how we doing,
As long
baby?
as that stays, I don't see the reason to change the schedule. Particularly with the retro React streams that we're doing on Sunday nights, I like the fact that I have such a body of work that we can go back and we can pull different kinds of gameplay content from my past, and in 1 month we can do 3 different genres of games, right? I mean, just think.
So yeah. So you see, I just realized I have so much shit. I could just slap it all against the wall and something will stick. I could pick anything from this long list of garbage and just recycle it as content, throwback content. And it works.
Think of all the retro react stuff we've done so far. Dark Souls 1, Red Dead Redemption 1, Heavy Rain, Bully, excuse me, The Walking Dead Season 1, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Rise of Nightmares. Just there, I mean, that is a crazy variety of stuff.
And something I'm noticing, because I noticed it not even through the streams, I've just seen it like with the clips of him on Twitter. His right eye is really bugging him or something. It's been twitching a lot. Like, if you see like the videos where he's looking and checking at the chat, you see the right eye just like wonk 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 wonk. Like it's really bad.
It doesn't even really scratch the surface of the amount of content that I put out back in the day pre-direct capture, because that's the whole idea of the throwback channel, is to take those classic playthroughs that I did from 2008 all the way through early 2013.
Well, like here he's like blinking a lot, but it was just like throughout the stream, it was like his right eye specifically.
Increasing the frame rate, making them longer than 10 minutes each, instead 30-plus minute clips, titling them properly, proper thumbnails, making it easy to watch in a row, and actually not turn your stomach because the visuals...
Scratch the surface, more like scratch his cornea. Got him.
Audio is so awful.
I'm sorry,
right?
I just thought that was real funny.
To get missing playthroughs back on the internet that have been gone for years and years. And of course, in the case of...
It's not gone if it's on the internet. I mean, like, probably like Ziggy will find it. Like, Ziggy's like the Indiana Jones of the detractor community, unearthing relics of the past and shit. He's really good with that shit.
Retro React, to look back at the past.
It makes Phil look even more pathetic when you see how he was back in the day. Like, bro, you like, he just fumbled his life. Fuck the bag. He fumbled his life.
And to say, man, that was a very different time. In some cases, we can laugh at how funny the stuff was back then. In other cases, we can cringe at how bad the commentary was, right? But
I mean, we do that now.
Either way, it's a great thing to do when I have such an insane body of work. So many videos out over the course of my 16-year run on YouTube.
I like how he says body of work. I mean, you know, that's his... He has a point. Like, this is his portfolio. This is what he has contributed to his career. So, yeah, he's right. It's his body of work. I would have to agree with him on that. I mean, it's bullshit. It's absolutely crap content, but this is what he has to show for his life. So, yeah, I'll give you that, DSP. This is your body of work, okay? This is what you have to give to the internet. The same thing over and over and over. Going from terrible gameplay, all right, and not even playing the game because you like the game. You taking advantages of the exploits in the game, taking advantage of the exploits within the platform that you beg on, and then you just sitting there in front of a camera talking about the same shit over and over and over and over. Yes, that is your body of work. That is representative of what you've been doing on YouTube for your entire life. So yeah, Phil, I'll give you that. You win, Phil. I'm not going to make fun of you for saying your body. That is your body of work.
And continuing, that a lot of these old goodies have been forgotten, right? Who remembered Rise of Nightmares until all of a sudden we started thinking about Connect games and it popped into mind. So that's the point I'm making is there's definitely great stuff to be found in my past. But
I mean, for us, yeah, definitely. For us, definitely. Not for you.
You just got to find it and access it, right? So that's why I've loved doing these full React days. So unless...
Again, just like with video games, these are a security blanket that are tied to his past, to the good days, to the days when he didn't have that much responsibility, the days where he wasn't dealing with the consequences of his actions, to the days where he wasn't some washed-up fucking old man begging the same three people for basically his life.
Let's say the well dries up. Let's say we get bored with doing this kind of retro react stuff. Then,
sir, the well dried up a long time ago. Shit. I don't know which well dried up first, your channel or your wife.
I would probably do it less. I don't think I would completely like abolish doing it, but maybe we would do it way less and maybe do it once every other week, once a month, and then do gameplay Sunday nights. The thing is, right now, as you see, we're fine with the gameplay. It's not like, oh, man, Phil, you're behind on 20 playthroughs and all of that. Not at all. And in fact, we're in the midst of one of the slowest gaming summers that we're going to see.
Yeah, how can he be behind on the gameplay? Like he's zipping through Elden Ring with the guides with Master Bison, M Bison. He's out here fucking, cheesing the meta to get to Master. He's coasting. He's moving and grooving. He's juking and jiving, flipping and sliding. He's good. He's good to go.
In the modern era, almost no big games coming out during the summertime at all. First real high-profile game comes out in about a month and a half. So it definitely gives us ample time to do these kind of React days and not have a problem with the schedule. And FYI, with the throwback stuff, okay? Right now, what we have on deck is Fallout 3's playthrough will finish within the next 1 to 2 weeks. And once it's done, then we're going to start up missing content. So the unfinished Dante's Inferno playthrough, maybe a little bit of Kung Fu Panda, some travel vlogs that have been missing.
Oh, he said the taboo word. Oh, he's going to play Kung Fu Lian hanging.
From the internet for a while. Perhaps the raw footage of Red Dead Redemption Online that got deleted along with the channel that was later turned into the Suicide Kings playthrough, right? That kind of stuff can all be...
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So, like, right here, this is his body of work. Him trying to him trying to take advantage of the exploits on YouTube. So, the Red Dead Online footage was on a channel that he specifically made for Red Dead Redemption content, so he can have another, revenue stream via ad revenue. See? So, like, yeah, it's his body of work. This is what Phil's been doing on YouTube.
Made available now.
DJ Stars, what's up, baby?
Until we figure out what's the next big full playthrough that we want to do and restore on DSP Throwback, okay? As for the Retro React streams themselves...
I mean, I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't mind more Red Dead content, I've really been craving some... It's been kind of missing and lacking. So I feel like I can be happy if Phil provided some Red Dead content, because I really like Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm cool with that.
We're gonna continue with Dark Souls 1 at least this week, and then tonight we're gonna see if people want it another week. I'd be down to actually finish it because I believe we're at like part 30 something, and the playthrough is only like 60 parts, so we're more than halfway through. And if we do 2 to 3 more streams of it, we will finish the original Dark Souls 1 run. Remember, I rage quit the game. I didn't finish it, so we could.
Hey, look, he's trying to shill you the thing that you know him for. Like, see, I rage quit it. You see, I quit the game. I didn't finish it, I got mad. I got angry at the controls. I didn't know how to play it.
Actually finish that during the time frame when I'm playing Elden Ring's DLC, which, by the way, also looks like it will conclude within the next probably week and a half.
And if memory serves me correct, I think Phil, hold on. I think Phil made a claim that he said he never rage quit a game. Am I correct in that? There was a pre-stream where he said, I've never rage quit a game. Maybe it's me. Maybe I got some, brain worms of my own, but I could have sworn he said that.
After 2 weeks.
Osiris, what's up, baby?
It makes sense to kind of do those simultaneously when people are thinking.
He did.
About,
okay.
Right?
Okay. So he has a pre-stream where he said, like, he never rage quit a game. And here he goes trying to sell you on the fact like he rage quit this specific game. I'm telling you, man, things are tough at the snort foot. They're tough.
Then after that, at the end of July, we want to bring back Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games to coincide with the real-life Olympic Games that will be taking place in Paris at the same time. So how cool will that be to have video game Olympics going on with the real Olympics, right?
I really, that's one of the things, I gotta say, that's one of the novelties I do, like, it's like a guilty pleasure of watching DSP, is him trying to sell the game by associating it with something that's going on, and he has nothing to do with what's actually going on. So, like, like the NFL, like, look, NFL, right? So I'm gonna have like party atmosphere and snacks and a football attire, and I'm gonna have games. I might You know, I might run a simulation of a football style game, you know, because again, Super Bowl football like that. Yeah. I like. I'm not gonna lie. That's it. What's up, DJX? How you doing? It's some shit that like I like that. I don't know why, because it's so fucking corny and useless and pathetic, but it's funny at the same time. Like with this shit, like, you know, look. I'm gonna play the Olympics games, right? Because the Olympics. Like he's not gonna try to learn anything about the Olympics. He's not gonna try to learn what sports are like on. Like he's just gonna sit there and be like, look, I'm playing the game because the Olympics are on. Give me money. Like
other ideas people have had to go back and re-explore my time.
What's up? What's that? How we doing, man?
Home. Does anyone even remember PlayStation Home? Maybe not. But those are some unique runs where it was their attempt, Sony's attempt, to do like a social network kind of deal on PlayStation 3, and it evolved over the years.
Like I need something to happen in the zeitgeist where it's just so like it's something way out of like DSP's like it's out of his sphere, but he'll try to like connect to it or some shit. Like I don't know. Like let there be like a new fucking The Real Housewives of fucking Beverly Hills game or some shit like that, and it's just like everyone's talking about it. Like fucking, you know, fucking Maximilian dude plays it for shits and giggles, and it's the funniest thing, and then he just decides to play it. I'd love some shit like that. Or like he won't even touch the game, right? He won't even talk about that shit. He'll just get there and play like some kind of fucking romance sim or some shit like that where you're married or so. I want some shit like that to happen.
PS3.
Like just him just desperately trying to ride the coattails of something that's just way out of his sphere.
You know, I think I went back maybe 3-4 times over a course of like 4 or 5 years to see each time how they changed it. They added new things and stuff. So that'd be pretty neat to go back and kind of re-experience that together. You know, on these live streams.
I was saying same shit.
I think that's a good idea. And then after that, we'll probably think about what's another cool.
Like him just like him just combing through Twitter. And, you know, like him just trying to get like all like, you know, then he'll sit there and say some dumb shit trying to sell you the game or whatever. He's like, yo, you know, we're going to play the new Housewives game that for some reason it's a new AAA release. And, you know, I got all the juicy deets and shit like that. Like I'd fucking die laughing.
Cool playthrough from the past. And people have been coming up with interesting ideas that I'm sure we'll be discussing soon. So see what I mean? Like the Throwback channel, we have lots of content. We know what we're doing with it. It's just a matter of, do people still want it? And as long as the answer is, yeah, I'll come by Sunday night and chill and hang out and support and enjoy it, then I see no reason why to not keep doing those retro react streams on Sundays. Okay? So, yeah, today.
Oh, no, I don't have that one,
exciting.
Ultimaya. I'm sorry, just so
you guys
your
will hang out with me all day long for fun react content. Here, of course, we got a chill podcast. And today, just FYI.
I mean, don't they fight and shit in that show?
Absolutely no real major topic of discussion.
Do like little
podcast.
slaps.
So because of that, what
Little
I would
girl
like
slaps.
to do today with the live audience, I would like to brainstorm and finally solidify our idea for DSP's DSP 2024.
DSP's DSP. DSP's desperate shilling and panhandling. Only this summer.
You don't know what that means? It's a digital summer party. I would like to
Bullshit. It stands for desperate shilling and panhandling.
lock in what we're doing for that marathon.
Lock it in.
So that we know when it is, what we're doing, and we can start to promote it and heavily, you know, talk about it to get people excited for it. I've not done a marathon since late May, which was the Indies Marathon, which led to us playing interesting indie games like Stardew Valley, right? So I definitely want to finish this up, this planning stage. So maybe that's what
I like the fact that hold on, let me go back. I can't go back because then this shit's gonna fucking. There we go. A lot of weenies, on that grill. I just was checking for steaks. I can't see like. I don't know. I'm looking like a steak. I don't know. What's up,
maybe that's what
Sizzy?
we're gonna do today because there's really nothing else going on. There's like no game news today. I don't really have many updates on playthroughs. We will very briefly recap yesterday, but for the most part,
Just watching DSP talking about this DSP.
yeah, pretty a straightforward show where we're just gonna hang out and interact and have a good time today on the show. Then when this podcast ends, we're all going to head over to DSP Reacts for DSP versus the Internet. This is my weekly Clips React show where the channel members over there have submitted clips. I believe this week we have, I want to say, like around roughly 25 clips, if not more, to go through. As you know, Ultra members we watch first, guaranteed, and then it's the standard members are put into a randomized order, and we'll see how it goes. Usually it's a great time, good variety of stuff. After that, tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the retro react stream to Dark Souls 1 continuing over on DSP Throwback, and I'm almost positive.
All right, hold on.
Almost.
Guys. All right, we got a chat challenge. Chat challenge. I'm gonna make that a thing. I like that. I like when I make the chat do stuff. All right, make up your own DSP. What does DSP stand for? Chat challenge. Let's go.
Now we are coming to the moment.
I'm gonna make that a thing for the next stream.
Moment where I said that I was finally getting the hang of the game, and I immediately walked right off a cliff and died. It was so hilarious. Anyway, what's funny is people were like, "You scripted that, right?" No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Absolutely, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Anyway, so I'm excited for all of this. I hope that you are too. Should be a nice, relaxing day. Listen, if none of what I just described is your cup of tea, then come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we got more gameplay. We've got a Street Fighter 6 major stream where I'm going to be playing M. Bison in Master Rank all day long.
Master Bison.
Around 3 hours of Master Rank gameplay. I'm sure it'll be stressful, but hopefully I'll be able to hang and continue to climb the ranks of Master. On Tuesday, we've got more Elden Ring, and Tuesday night, we've got the return of Stardew again. I'm off on Wednesday, but then Thursday, we have more Street Fighter, and then Riven Remastered returning. So, yeah, we've got good gameplay coming up. You know, I understand the reacting isn't for everyone, and that's totally fine if it's not.
Oh my god, you guys are fucking killing me right now. I just had the most refreshing sip of water, because I know a lot of people in my audience are not fans of water. I will fight you guys on that. Water is good for you. Okay, it's good and it's good for you. Okay, drink more water. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not letting that go. You guys better drink more.
But you know, I like
watching you.
To break this stuff up once a week for variety purposes. Okay.
Delicious.
Excuse me. My allergies are bothering me, as I'm sure you've been able to tell over the last couple of weeks. We are in the midst of a.
See, that's what happens. You see what happens? You know, the allergies start because you know why? He's not drinking water. He's drinking seltzer water with gin, right?
Big heat wave here in Washington State of the United States. Basically every single day it is 90+ degrees weather here, and I have the air conditioners on maximum pumping in order to keep the house cool. We have to have them on overnight to maintain that cool, which is actually rare. Even in the hottest days, we usually could turn them off at night, but I have to leave them on, or else the ambient temperature.
See, look, there we go. That's what DSP stands for. There we go.
Yeah, it's been pretty hot. It's gonna be 90-something every day for 4 more.
That's
straight
what
days.
DSP
nice,
stands
relaxing
for.
85 degrees instead of 90-something. So yeah, pretty crazy right now. The heat that we are getting. Okay.
Somebody went ahead and fucking hold on.
Anyway.
Somebody fucking sent me like this fucking TikTok just to piss me off. It was like, "Oh, making my daily water," and it's like fucking she's making some like the ice cubes are there, and then it's just she's putting Kool-Aid, and then she's putting like 3 kinds of vodka in there, and then like she put like some glittery shit, and it's like, "Yeah, this is my daily water for today." Like, that's a fucking cocktail. Like, why would you send me that? Like, that's not right. Fucking drink water.
Okay. So let's now jump quickly into a little bit of discussion about yesterday's streams, because I have a couple things to say about them, and then we're going to start talking about the digital summer party, plan that out, and then we'll see what you guys want to do for the rest of the show. Fair enough. Okay.
I gotta make that chat.
Yesterday, 2 streams. It was Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, and Stardew Valley. Shadow of the Erd Tree was a pretty interesting stream yesterday.
But they said it to me. It was that was targeted harassment, Sizzy Mac.
From 2 different directions, and essentially fighting 2 different end bosses. I went into the 3rd part of the dungeon. I mean, this is probably the craziest legacy dungeon that they've ever done. 3 different entry points, 3 different ways to go, and 3 different bosses. I don't think they've ever done that before, FromSoft. Have they?
I'm pretty sure they have. Probably in Elden Ring in the last game.
Not to my knowledge. So it was pretty
You really don't know shit, so we can't take your word for it.
wild to be exploring this dungeon from these different directions. And finally ascending the entire Shadow Keep, all these things I had seen from a different direction I didn't get to previously. Finally getting, climbing all the way, finding the alternate entrance so we can go out to the west for the next part of the story. But then finally the big epic boss fight against Mesmer. Okay, now, here's what I have to say about this, because there's definitely a mixed opinion about this, okay? With this DLC, Shadow of the Erd Tree, that is, for some reason, don't ask me why, because I don't know, I didn't make the game, FromSoft decided to put some summons as critical story points in boss fights, okay? When you get to this optional boss fight called Baal the Dragon, there is a guy called Igor who you've been running into
Hey, what's up, Ramon?
over the course of this DLC, who is a major part of the story of Baal the Dragon. The game wants you to summon Igor for the fight. He has critical story dialogue, and then after the fight, it ends his quest line, and you get lore and items. So they want you to do this if you're interested in the lore of the game. I am. I want to experience the story and the lore of the game if I can, okay? It just so happens that these days, because I'm a live streamer, I get information about the story and lore. Because if you try to figure this stuff out for yourself, a lot of the time...
That's the point of the game, dummy. That's the point of the game. Is for you to explore on your own and find this shit and be fucking, surprised and excited that you came across such an item. Now, if you want to go ahead and you want to find everything, then you go ahead and look for it. And it's crazy because the thing is, you're all about tedium, but you don't want to do the tedium where it counts. And it's like fun tedium. You're playing, you do the tedium in video games. You go around and fight and beat shit up, and you explore and you find new cinematics and new dialogues and new quests and new characters and new armor. It's a surprise everywhere you go. No, we gotta go ahead and fucking, we gotta go ahead and fucking find out everything, right? Find out everything so I could finish it off quickly. Find everything and finish it off quickly. But then put on this scene where I act like I'm playing. And then stall. And then pretend. And put on an act. And put on airs that my audience can visibly see through. No, let's do that instead of just simply picking up the controller and playing the damn game. And giving the audience an authentic streaming experience. Where it's like, oh shit, did you see where Phil, fought the tree sentinel and shit? And he kept losing, like his dumbass didn't get that, you could go ahead and, just move on. Oh, he finally moved on. Oh, he found this. He's using this thing now. Nope. No, let me find out how to find the strongest weapon, the strongest armor, the strongest magic. And then sit there and waste my energy and time putting on a show pretending like I'm playing the fucking game. That's crazy, man. That's what I mean, I want to highlight the mental illness of it all. Because, again, you could just pick up the game. Pick up the controller, play the game, flat out. Just play it. You don't have to do anything to look good. You don't have to do anything to look smart. People are there just to watch you be you. You want to sit there and pretend like you're this you're this know-it-all who has this authentic audience and you play games that are genuine. People see right through that. My man's doing it. When I restreamed you in Elden Ring, Sizzy Mac wasn't even sarcastically calling out shit that you were going to do. Sarcastically. And you fucking did it. Because that's how transparent you were. Oh, no, let me not pretend to, let me pretend to act like I don't know the horse gets there. What you do, you pretend that you can't get the horse there. Oh, no, let me pretend to find the leg armor. Oh, what do? Pretend like you found the leg armor. Nerdy Guy 727, what's up, baby? That's boring.
Sometimes you're just scratching your head. I don't know what I was supposed to do for the next part or whatever.
Dude, you scratch your head even when you're not playing the fucking game.
But so many people play these games now on the internet, and they all share, okay, this is how you do it. You got to go here first. You talk to this person. You do this, right? So for the Bale the Dragon fight, I summoned Igor. It's part of the story, right? For the Mesmer boss fight.
So wait. So, okay. Okay, let me revisit, Phil. So when people go ahead and they get M. Bison early and they find out all this information about the techs and the combos and stuff, and they put it out there in the internet, and people use it to beat your ass, that's a problem. But people going ahead and finding out how to do all the stuff in Elden Ring where it assists you, that's okay. Okie doke. Little hypocritical, that's all.
Part of the story is to summon the Horn Scent. It's actually part of the lore of Shadow of the Erd Tree. In summation, okay? Basically, the story of Shadow of the Erd Tree is no one's good. Every side is wrong.
Okay,
right?
I can't hear what he's
That's
saying
part of
because
the
he's
course for FromSoft,
spoiling
right? Like,
something.
Everyone's imperfect. Everyone's out
I'm
for
not trying
themselves.
to, like...
So there's one group who are doing horrible things to another group, and then that group attacked the other group, but then
Okay,
instead of only trying to go...
So Antony says, I truly believe that after Metal Gear Solid 2 made him look like an idiot, he started using guides in every game to make himself look like an idiot, and people started laughing at him like they, you know, like with MSG2 and Zelda. I believe that. I can see that happening. I can see that this is how you don't play for it, where it highlights the comments on his channel, where it highlights the inadequacy of his gameplay. I think that damaged him. I think that was a man's own moment for him. I really do agree. I agree. I agree. That's why he has to go ahead and spoil himself with video games, because he can't look like the dumbass. But the thing is, he still shows to be a dumbass because he's, in actuality, a dumbass. So let's continue.
For justice, then they overdid it, and they've been oppressing that group for a long time. So basically, everyone's at each other's throats. Horn Scent is part of the group of people who basically has been oppressed by Mesmer and his Inquisition for a long time. So the story is you want to summon Horn Scent so he can get his revenge on Mesmer, and this completes his quest line. Or actually, I think it just continues the quest line. I don't think it ends yet. I think it actually is going to keep going on. So anyway, that's just in general the story. I don't want to spoil everything for you. You can still play it and enjoy it for yourself. I just wanted to give you a general summation to understand.
I don't know why I had it on
that's why the game wants you to summon this particular character for the boss fight, okay? So, I get to Mesmer, and the first thing I'm trying to figure out is how do I summon this guy? Because there's multiple summon symbols on the floor. I'm like, what? So I go to do one. Oh, no, that's another optional summon for a character from another quest line. That doesn't even make sense that it ties into this one. I'm like, why is that summon there? So immediately I'm like, well, I did the wrong thing. I don't want to fight the boss like this. I wanted to do it with the correct quest line. So I just let Mesmer kill me. I was like, go ahead, just kill me. I'll start over. I'll try to summon the right one. So right off the bat, all right, it's a pain because to get to the summon symbol and summon the Horn Scent for the story, Mesmer's on your ass. Like, he's flying across the screen with a giant attack, and he doesn't give you a second to breathe. So you got to try to get to the summon the guy, get out of the way. If you got hit, heal quickly while Mesmer is still chasing you and trying to hit you. And then basically...
So you got to pick up the controller, you got to play the game, you got to press the buttons, you got to react to what he's doing, you got to put in the inputs, you got to actually engage the game, you got to sit there and look, you got to think, you got to react. Ugh.
You can initiate the boss fight, okay?
Scratch it in the ear. You know, you got to scratch it in the ear, smear it in between your fingers, like smudging it all in there.
After a few tries of me even attempting to do this to figure out how I can do it, I finally got it going, all right? Now, I'm not going to entirely spoil the Mesmer boss fight. Everyone knows that Mesmer the Impaler was in this DLC. But to put it lightly...
Look at that,
right,
digging in. Put it on this belly button.
He's not necessarily a tough boss. He's a boss that literally all his attacks keep filling the screen with effects. Like, every attack has a giant flaming arc. A crazy snake is coming out. So because of this, you're overwhelmed visually. Like, you're visually overstimulated during the boss fight. And because of that, it's...
Overstimmy.
Very hard to figure out what's going on the screen. Should I be dodging? Can I attack now? You can't.
I'm sorry if this is spoiling it for anybody. I don't have like a spoiler. This isn't doing anything for me, but I apologize for anybody if this is spoiling it for you.
This is what's safe. This is what's not. Whenever he does this attack, If you roll through or he misses, you can then counterattack and stuff like that. So in reality, I don't actually think Mesmer is that tough of a boss. I just think that for some people, it's going to be very hard to track what he does and learn the fight because it's so visually stimulating, okay? So I'm fighting him, and, you know, I want to say, all right, maybe 20 minutes, maybe longer than that. I didn't time it, okay? And
Yeah,
I
I
didn't count
agree.
the runs. I certainly died a bunch. Again, to even figure out how to get that summon off without losing, like, all my health was actually challenging. But basically, once I got into it, all right, I figured how to get through the first phase pretty easily. Phase 2 is a little tougher because he has an attack.
Hey,
Which
Miss Saddle Dragon, how we doing,
constantly,
baby?
But once you get away from that attack, here's the thing. My build is double hammer build now, which is different. Again, I changed it again. Everyone complained about guard counter build. Oh, guard counter build's too good. You have to change your build. Okay, so I'll go with a double hammer build then, since you guys want me to change it, right? So I changed it again.
And Tony says he really doesn't like it when people make fun of how dumb he is. Remember how salty he was when he was trending on TikTok for how awful he was at Zelda? I mean, but I agree. The thing is, there's nothing he can do about that because he is dumb. He refuse, and the thing is, it's not that he's dumb, is that he refuses, like, he chooses to stay dumb. You know what I'm saying? He chooses to look like an inept idiot. Like, that's the thing that kills me. Like, you would choose to be, like, slow. I don't get that shit. Some people have no choice. Like, I feel like he has the potential to take all these little tisms, all these little, you know, all these little mannerisms he has, and apply it to something productive. He could be a successful individual. But no, he chooses to be stupid.
The fourth time. First it was a magic build, then it was the anvil build, then it was the
Like, and it's crazy because the thing is, like, we start thinking about I really started thinking about the oppositional defiance disorder. And I was like, maybe he really does have that. But the thing is, you would think that would work in a way where it'd be like, he would notice people saying, yeah, Phil, you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. Yeah, Phil, you're going to be fucking begging. You're never going to be successful. You're never going to collab. You're never going to do that. And take that and be like, you know what? I'm going to try. Like, nah. He's just, he chooses to be stupid.
guard counter shield build, and now it's double hammer build. 4 different changes already. Because people keep complaining. So you see the pattern. Here's the pattern.
Let's continue.
It does.
Bull J. Brazel Jr., thank you for $2 super chat on Sizzy Mac. Woohoo, big ups and thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sizzy Mac. You could have just told him that. You didn't have to send. Thank you for the super chat, man. But you could have just told him that. You didn't have to send me a super chat. All right? Thanks. Thank you, Sizzy Mac. Sizzy Mac is the resident Elden Ring expert, because he has to be, because he called out all of Phil's kabuki theater, all of it, down to the last fucking act. It was amazing. It was a great stream to watch. It was just, it was gold. It was gold.
Doesn't matter what build I use, as long as I'm winning, people complain. Because there's certain people who only come to my streams to see me fail because they don't like me. They think it's funny.
What we can medically say for sure is that he claimed being on a cocktail for meds for depression, mental illness. Who used to say he didn't take anything for ODD?
Right now, in Street Fighter 6, I'm actually doing well with Bison at the master level, so they're all pissy. And
I want to know the cocktail medications. I want to know what was the medley that made him mental.
Upset. Well, tough shit, kiss my ass, get used to it.
I am getting used to it. I'm getting used to the fact that you don't play video games. I'm already used to the fact that this is your life and this is what you do day in and day out. I'm already used to it. I'm not mad. I'm not salty because, again, you choose to be in a constant loop of misery. You choose to be stupid. You choose to be unsuccessful. You choose to be in a basically loveless marriage. You choose to have no friends. You choose to not make any actual fucking money. You choose not to have anything to do with your family. Okay? So, yeah, I'm used to it. I'm well adjusted into this. That this is your life. This is what your life has succumbed to. Okay? You in an office. I love repeating this shit every stream because it sounds satisfying to me. You in an office, in, day out, which is not an office, it's just a room surrounded by shit that reminded you of days when shit was good, and you screaming into a camera, begging for the same 3 people give you money for your bills. Okay? That's it. I'm already accustomed to the fact that you don't even fucking go outside. for anything. You don't even go outside to go get you to interact with the fucking guy who delivers your food. Guarantee you do fucking online pickup for almost all the stores you go to. Yeah, I'm used to it.
All right? The days of me being uneducated and going in and sucking at games.
No, the thing is, you're still that because you have to put on a display where you show that you have taken the time to learn everything about the game because you are uneducated at games every day.
If you haven't noticed, aren't very common anymore.
No, they're very common. Why? Because the show of being uneducated doesn't come from the gameplay. It shows from your complete inability to hide the fact that you spoiled yourself, that you researched the game to the point where it's unenjoyable, and you have to sit there and put on a show to pretend like you're actually playing the game.
Right? I mean, Street Fighter 6, I did really well.
No, you didn't do very well. Again, you took advantage of exploits. Meaning in an actual situation where you're actually playing a video game, you suck. You have to make sure that you have the optimal conditions and you're putting off the optimal combos for you to have that win streak, for you to have that rank that you have. You cannot pick up the game and just play it. You have to sit there and make sure that these conditions are correct for you to take advantage of the exploits. That is the only way you can succeed. Other than that, off of skill, off of talent, off of effort, you cannot do it. That's what we see every fucking gameplay stream.
For that whole first year, I'm getting even better at it, right? Elden Ring. Listen, the first run was kind of rough, but I've replayed the game. I got good at it. I learned how to play it. I learned different builds.
But that's the thing. You didn't learn different builds. You copied the most optimal build for you to for you to rush through the game. That's nothing to be proud of. Because again, the other thing that's fucking funny is that while I love these brags, I love when he sits there at the top of this mountaintop screaming all this shit out, you can't put any of this shit to use. I've been getting good at Elden Ring. Okay, so just play Elden Ring raw. You can't do that. So right now, just pick up M. Bison, go into rank, no problem. Just continuously, playing each and every set. Can't do that. Why? Because you will get washed. Exactly. And Tony says in Elden Ring that he's using Asmongold's build for brain dead players. The Asmongold admitted that it's a brain dead build. Again, if that's how you want to play, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing absolutely wrong with that. But you cannot sit there and claim a level of superiority. Because again, this is trash gameplay. Again, you had to do this because you have no skill. Okay, Bolty13 says he's just a wannabe cheater and Phil's lucky that Capcom did an update for stripping people of their rank for playing poorly because Phil would be one of those people losing rank. He would suck. I mean, like I said, just play the game on casual or some shit and just play. Go to rank and just keep staying legend. Can't do that. Why? Because he sucks at video games.
The DLC, I'm switching builds constantly and I'm still succeeding. So what did you expect would happen? Did I be playing like a noob? No,
you are playing like a noob. Stupid, because you had to look for the best builds. Stupid, you had to go ahead and find the best way to play. Stupid, you had to find out what was happening beforehand so that way you could prepare for it. Stupid, because you're too stupid to play the game naturally, because you don't have any reflexes, because you're too stupid to react to anything.
Stupid. I played every Elden Ring iteration. I played every fucking FromSoft game. I'm playing spin-off games.
And you did the same thing in every single one.
Like Lies of P and Another Crab's Treasure, and I'm doing really well at them. So what the hell did you think would happen in this?
No, I mean, you have to be a brain-dead moron to think anything different. The same thing he did with those games, he did it with this one. He cheesed the shit out of it. Okay, fine, that's the way you got to do it, stupid. But the thing is, stupid, you have to admit that you are too stupid to play the game normally. And that's okay. But you don't do that. You sit there and act like you're an actual good player, but you're not. And we can see it on every fucking stream. And that makes us come to the conclusion that you're stupid. Right? You're stupid. You're stupid. And don't forget, you're stupid.
To be an idiot. To think that I was going to suck at Elden Ring.
You do, though. But that, let me just let him
Shadow
finish.
of the Erd Tree. Okay?
He needs this. He needs to get this off his chest. This has been hurting his soul. I'm gonna let him finish.
So anyway, yeah, so basically, I beat Mesmer in 20 minutes.
Look at that.
So immediately...
Casual says, even with broken builds, it takes him 10 times longer to kill bosses than the average person. You see, even with the shit, you're still too stupid to fucking use the builds correctly and just beat the game in a normal fashion.
Immediately. The narrative...
Look at that. We got a W pose. Oh, that's a new one. Have we had W poses before? I know we got the Y. I know we got the T. I haven't seen a dub pose in a while. Wow. Nah, I'm not. Chudgu. We not. That's a little too high up there. Too high up there. Let's not give him all that. Yeah. Okay. I got two. We got. No, you can't. Nah, I can't. Nah, I'm seeing. A lot of people telling me he looking like the man on the cross up there. I'm seeing that up there. I don't know. Iggy on a cross, Beg Su Cristo. I don't know.
is...
Give them, Father. They do not know what they.
Oh, you cheated. You summoned. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. First of all,
you cheated. You summoned.
Let's talk about the summon. To actually get the summon, all right, is actually quite tough. Because you have to get to the summon him, get out of the way, not die, and heal before you can even engage the boss fight, instead of just...
Ooh, baby. Early morning cope.
Just engaging the boss fight. So actually getting the summon to go is a little challenging to begin with. It's like a little mini thing to figure out how do I time this, right? Once the Horn Scent is in the Mesmer boss fight, he doesn't do anything. He just kind of stands there and...
Why are we coping? Why are we coping? You just told us you've been good. We're stupid. We need to get used to the fact that you're good at these games. So why do we have to go into detail rationalizing what you were doing in the gameplay? We're stupid. We're not going to get it. We're dumb, right? You know, we're idiots. We can't get used to the fact that you're clearing house. You know? So why do you have to explain this shit to us?
Jacks him a couple times. So yes, admittedly, you'll get maybe one breather, maybe two, because that guy is there. But it's not like you're doing an Ash summon where the guy comes in and does all the fucking work.
Why we rationalizing the gameplay? Because you should have been playing the same way.
Right? Does all the damage. This is not the Mimic tier coming in here and kicking the boss's ass.
What's up, Will Swade?
Right? That's absolutely ludicrous. At most, you get 1 or 2 openings to get a single extra hit in.
We in the bag like
the rest
district.
Of the fight, you're head up fighting Mesmer. So why was I able to finish Mesmer so quickly? Because of my build. My build is double hammer slams. I can usually hit him once, twice, then I take a hit or dodge. 3, 4, he's stunned. Now, 1 more hit, I'm already into phase 2.
My build is so OP. My build, to phase 3. My build, I get it soon. My build builds up these runes.
It's my build, that's the reason that I'm beating this guy so easily.
My build is where I'm beating this guy. My build, I found out about it last night.
Okay, it has nothing to do with, oh, I summoned the guy and the entire fight was soloed by the fucking summon. That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. If that were the case, I definitely wouldn't have done that. I don't want the entire boss to be beaten by somebody else, right? But it's critical for the story. And again, I didn't make the DLC. FromSoft did. If you have an issue...
Right, like, this is how you know he's pleading when he does, like, the underhanded slap. Mr. Lion, what's good? When he's doing, like, with the palm upwards. Like, he's trying to plead with you, like, yo, I didn't do this. Okay? I was forced to do this. This is not my fault. I gotta play the game like this. This is how FromSoft made the game. It's not my. It's. I did everything correct. Let's see it. Let's see it.
With them putting critical story behind a
There we
summon
go.
and a boss
Bang.
fight, just
One.
like they did with Igor in the Bale boss fight. Go
2,
write
3,
them.
4.
Go on social media and complain. Write them emails. Write them letters. Post on their forums and leave the players alone. We didn't make the fucking game. We just
Leave the players alone. We didn't make the game. We didn't make the cheese build. Okay? It's accessible to us. It's about accessibility.
play it. I want to see the story, so I'm going to use the element to see the fucking story of the DLC that I paid for. All right? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with using a summon like this.
Again, why are we rationalizing? Like, why are we like trying to why are we trying to make it okay? We should accept it, right? Because you're a good player. You're a great player. End of story. You don't have to explain any further. Okay? All right, you're huffing Nick Rekieta levels of uncut 100% Nicaraguan cope. Just stop. We get it. You good player. Player good because you played the things that the game give you. Good, great, cool. Done.
At all. There's nothing wrong with any build in this game right
Palms
now.
up is his position of uncertainty. I learned that from true crime videos. That's why it's always palms down. Always palms down. You assert confidence. Palms down. I don't know, like that's why when I do the clapping thing, because I'm black. So I gotta do the clapping thing. When I do the clapping thing, all right, clap with the palm down. Full confidence. Right? Full confidence.
Or after this. So enjoy it however you want. It's very possible.
However you
they
want.
want me to go back later, maybe not soon, but maybe in a year or two, and say, hey, can you replay Shadow of the Erd Tree, but do this cool, unique build that's very challenging? And I might do it. Why not? I like variety, and I like going back to these games.
It's not variety if you're going back to the same fucking game.
Actually really enjoyed my second run of Elden Ring.
Sorry.
There you go. High's Darkness says, and it's more than just story. You're getting weapons and armor from the quest too. Exactly. When you complete these story quests, you're getting unique stuff out of doing them. You're getting lore off of those items. So you're intended to do it if you care about the story. There's a lot of people who won't, and I just challenge myself to the utmost. I must absolutely fight every boss, deprived, level 1 or level 0 weapons. I'm not going to do any Skidoo tree upgrades. I'm not going to do any of that. That's the other funny part too. So...
And why? You play the game how you want. This is like me, like, can you imagine me doing this shit with, like, fucking Street Fighter 6 with fucking modern mode or whatever the fuck? Yeah, man, I'm whooping ass in modern mode, man. I got the combos locked in, all right? And the thing is, it's there for me to play the game, and it allows me to play the game in a more comfortable fashion, because I'm not used to playing Street Fighter, so that's why they put it in there. So okay, like, that doesn't make any sense, bro. You can't sit there and assume a position of superiority and then fucking just try to plead with people to accept that position of superiority. And the way you want us to accept it is by technicality. So it's like, you're a great player, but you're a great player because you're a great player and you're showing people how you're a great player because of things that are out of your control. Like, that doesn't make any sense, Phil. So in SF6, modern controls is like basically, instead of you doing have to do combos and stuff like that, it's just simplified into like 4 buttons. So you can do combos with the same, with the same inputs. Like, it's really just, it's not as, I don't want to use the word complicated. It's not as robust as classic mode, because classic mode you have to do Z controls, the Duke and shit, quarter circle stuff. Modern controls simplifies that in a way. I don't know if that's the best way I can explain it, but it's easier for me because I play mostly arena fighters, so like it's just easier for me to hang, I guess.
I think I'm at Skidoo tree level like 15. All right. And people are like, oh, you're so overpowered. Dude,
yeah, it's weird because that's why. So Antonio says Meerkat Map said this too. DSP always wanted people to take him seriously, even back then in the Street Fighter, and can't handle when they make fun of him, and he is so desperate. And that's the crazy. That's the crazy thing, because like it's like, bro, like you just want people to like you just to like you. Like, I said this before, like, this level of narcissism that he has.
Fucking DLC.
Shut up, Phil. This level of narcissism he has where he wants people to reward him and praise him for simply existing. And it's like, life doesn't work like that. Like, it doesn't work like that. You cannot just be in the realm of good Elden Ring players just because you played the fucking game. You have to put in some fucking effort. And then you get there and you don't. You don't put any fucking effort, and you sit there and you mold about your contemporaries who do put in the slightest amount of effort, and they become wildly more successful than you. That's nuts, bro.
You not understand it was designed this way? If you're not using the Skadutri upgrade, you are ignoring the new mechanics of the DLC they're intending you to use to win. So why would you do that again unless you're a crazy challenge runner, right?
Why fucking play 60, 40, whatever the fuck amount of money just to press a button and just to look through the cinematics of a fucking game? Skadoo. Nah, you know Mr. Line. He wants it to be Skadoo. Skadoo.
So.
Yeah, that's what I do, McDougal.
There is no valid criticism of people fighting the boss using valid mechanics, all right? Now,
and the thing about modern controls is that it allows you to use certain classic controls. And, you know, like, for me, it's not going to be like I'm going to stick with modern forever. I want to learn classic controls. The thing is, I just have to get used to the pace and the gameplay. And I feel like once I'm good with that in modern, yeah, I'm going to jump over to classic. It's a good mechanic.
If I had gone into the boss and immediately I had Mimic Tier Ash summon, and I just stood back and watched my Mimic Tier beat the shit out of him and I did absolutely nothing, that's a little different. That's not the case. I fought the boss, it's legit. Alright, it's just...
I fought the boss, it's legit.
Okay, the summon distracted him twice.
You can't say I play like shit.
During the fight. And? Like I wasn't going to be able to fucking beat him otherwise? Oh no, I would have had to roll one extra time and heal.
Yeah, I gotta play the game. I gotta react.
Oh no, right? Like it's some huge deal. It's not. So, anyway, I beat Mesmer relatively quickly compared to other people who sat there and apparently spent hours trying to beat him. Again, it all depends on your build.
And those people made more money, got more views than you did.
You had a build that was a more challenging build to beat him, and it took you forever, I don't think anyone's going to stand here and make fun of you or criticize you. Hey, that's your build. Look at what was happening with my magic build at the beginning of this DLC. I couldn't kill anything. I couldn't even kill normal enemies. The magic build was doing, like, no damage to anybody, so I had to change it, right? I had to basically adjust so that I
didn't know,
could
Yin.
use elements from the DLC to...
None of the FGC vets told me about that, okay? I had to sit there and learn. Or I had to grind. I was in the trenches, suffering, drowning in pools, the kiddie pools, the pre-post preliminaries. They didn't tell me about that, Yin.
My advantage to succeed. If you're playing this game like it's still base Elden Ring, you are going to fail and have a really hard time. If you play it and embrace all the new weapons and systems of this DLC, you will succeed, which is what I'm doing. And that's why
exactly. So he had to change it to Asmongold
anyway,
Brain Dead player
make short
build
work
and
of
get
Mesmer.
cocky when he wins.
A lot of people were upset. Well, too fucking bad. Sorry that it's easy. It was easy for me because of my build. If you don't like that,
motherfucker, I don't care. It didn't bother me in the slightest because, again, you had to do this because why? Ladies and gentlemen, we can say why. Because you stupid. That's why. Nobody's upset. Nobody's upset. Nobody's mad. Everyone understands that you are an inept human being. You don't know how to play video games. So you had to look up the guides. You had to use the Brain Dead build to succeed because you would suck otherwise. Totally understandable. Totally.
that build yourself, and then you can enjoy it too. I don't know what else to say. All right, so then after that, we continued on. I did a really cool optional quest line involving
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
the
Like,
fingers. So if you had any questions about what are those fingers that all the
that's. I can't.
Empyreans have attachment to in the base game. What are all those finger hand monsters in the world? Like, there's no answers for that in the original Elden Ring. There's an entire optional quest line in this game that explains the whole thing. And I did it, and it has multiple boss fights, really cool stuff, and really good rewards at the end as well. So I did it. I basically finished it, and I was really happy. I was like, wow, I actually really enjoyed that quest line because it explains everything. Is it a good explanation? That's kind of silly. It's kind of a silly explanation, and I'll be honest, it's kind of the same cop-out explanation that FromSoft has used for almost everything in all of their
Johnny,
games at
what's
this
up,
point.
baby?
Okay, but it's funny to see them go back to the well for like the 4th time with the same explanation again. But it was entertaining, to say the least. And now I have a giant new weapon, a giant finger. Yes, I have a giant finger that I smash things with. So basically, I'm a big hand that just crushes bugs on the screen. That's basically who I am now, okay? And that's going to be cool. I didn't get to use it yet. So when I play again on Tuesday, I'm going to be crushing insects with a giant finger, and that's going to be my gameplay moving forward. All right, pretty neat. So anyway, that was the stream yesterday. Personally, one of my favorite Elden Ring streams of the entire DLC. I felt like everything we did was worthwhile. We had major progress in the story, multiple different ways, right? Multiple areas unlocked. Really enjoyed the finger plot line and getting answers about
Sorry, I was coughing, guys. I feel like somewhere in the near future, we're gonna learn how much he loves the finger. I don't even mean that in Elden Ring. I feel like something going on with them hands.
what the fingers were in the lore and everything. That was really cool. So the only people who didn't like it were loser idiots who want to see me suffer. That's it. I want to see Phil suffer. I don't understand how he's beating everything. So this
I'm watching you suffer right now, Phil. I'm watching you beg and plead with people for that. For those people to accept the fact that games that you play are legitimate, they're being played legitimately. You're already suffering. We watching it right now. We're suffering with you.
playthrough sucks. No, you suck. No, really, you suck. Your attitude sucks. Your mindset
Again. Palm up.
sucks. You're a miserable,
Palm up.
toxic human.
Palm
Grow the
up.
fuck up. Stop being
Palm up,
toxic to
palm up,
everyone
palm
around
up,
you and
palm
want
up.
everyone else to fail so you could feel good about yourself.
Double palms.
Nobody cares about
Double
that.
palms.
No one but you.
No, I didn't even dude, I know this is the usual no, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Nobody cares about you. If you disappeared off the face of earth, no one would care. Phil, it's fine. We still get to watch you suffer. Okay? All right. You're a miserable little man who stands in a little fucking guest room getting mad at the world. Go ahead, have your little rant. I'll let you finish. Get it off your chest.
You're the only loser. Look in the mirror. You, loser, if that's your mentality. Get a better mentality in life. Stop being fucking toxic to everyone around you and wish the worst on everyone. Serious, like, what the fuck is your problem? Wow, grow up.
Deep sniff.
So, yeah, I can't wait for more. We're going to continue.
And we're going to continue.
On Tuesday, and it's going to be me. I have multiple ways to go. I can either go south down the river. There was an area we had completely skipped. I'll probably do that quickly because we did skip that area and I want to see what's there. Then we could go to the Abyss. The Abyss is the whole central area of the map that's kind of hidden, but we found it. And apparently everything there is maddened, like has that flame fury madness from the base game in it. And apparently, from what I understand, there's some challenging stuff down there. So we could go down there and explore that. Maybe that would be like the whole stream would be those two things. What we have left is the whole northwestern part of the map, not the bottom, but the upper part that's on these giant plateaus. It's all kinds of
the black suit.
buildings,
He's
mausoleums, things
black
up there
suit Phil.
to explore. And that's where the next lore is.
DSP,
saying that you use
black
this
suit
flame
Phil.
you got from Mesmer when you defeated him to basically burn the darkness that's engulfing the top of the tower from the beginning of the game. Remember, at the beginning, you get there and it's blocked by this darkness thorns. So apparently this is how you're going to burn it away, and then you're able to access that, and it seems like that's the final legacy dungeon of the game. So I would say, estimating, if next stream we do the river stuff.
I must say, I started, before I started this fucking, eyes were fucking killing me, and like I was like really staring at the screen. I mean, I got everything in dark mode and shit. My eyes were just fucking up. I put up gunner glasses, and everything's all right with the world. Phil, put on your but yeah, maybe your eyes won't be blinking so goddamn.
And then we go to the abyss and we fully explore the abyss, right?
I'm
Maybe
blinking.
that's a
I'm
stream.
blinking.
And then maybe we got another stream where we're doing the high plateau exploration and we get to wherever you use this flame. Maybe we even enter the final dungeon, right? And then maybe the next stream is the entire final dungeon and whatever the heck is at the end. But from what I'm to understand, it is very, very...
I already got the glasses on. No, you don't have to do that. I got the glasses on. I got the glasses on.
Final boss, everyone seems to be agreeing. At least
There's no goal for the glasses. I got them on. I got them
The final boss
on.
of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is the toughest boss FromSoft's ever created. I don't know if that's the case or not. Okay.
Got the glasses
it was funny
on.
Because
I'm blinking.
when I had my shield build,
I'm
with
drinking
shield and guard
water.
countering, immediately people started whining. Now keep in mind, I wasn't even halfway through the DLC yet, and they were like, "Oh, when he gets to the final boss, he's gonna be able to get right through the first phase easily with that build. Oh no!" And I thought, what are you complaining about?
Nobody's complaining.
Who was even say that I was gonna have that build at the end of the game?
Nobody said anything. Everyone knows you spoiled yourself.
Right? You're already complaining, and this is what I mean. This is a toxic
Ew,
mentality.
it's smelly rye
These fucking
drink.
people on the internet
Ew.
who just demand suffering. So, so anyway, I don't even have the shield build anymore, but I can go back to it if I need to. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm curious, what it's going to be. I have no idea. So, yeah, maybe 3 more streams? Don't know. We're doing one on Tuesday, one on Friday, probably one on Tuesday of next week, and that might actually be, like, the playthrough. So maybe this week and then all of next week. So basically, we will have beaten this game in about a week and a half, which is actually fine. That's good, because then maybe we'd have about a month to do another playthrough before the big new stuff hits, because it's around August 20th, I think, is Black Myth Wukong, and then basically right after that, there's a whole bunch of games that boom, 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 new games
Okay,
coming out.
would this count as schedule talk? Please let this count as
schedule.
schedule.
So, but once you have a month for filler, like, well, what do we
No,
want to do?
come on.
We have many discussions about this. I know we could do System Shock remake, maybe we could throw in Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake, bring back a playthrough that I had on suspension. Man, I mean, there's a lot of options of things that we could do. So we'll start talking about this probably over the next
Any
week.
tips coming right now?
We're seeing the end, when the light is at the end of the tunnel and the game's about to end, we're going to want to have something right on deck so that we can jump right into it again. Okay? Cool.
Tips coming in? Come on.
Okay. And then last night in Stardew Valley, just a really awesome chill stream. Lots of progress in the game. I unlocked my first coop, and I've got 4 chickens in there that are growing up.
4
I got
chickens
sideways
in the
feed
coop.
Chickens. Tons of crop harvesting. Went further into the mine.
Harvesting the crop.
And for the whole second half of the stream, there was a trout fishing competition, which I didn't even know was going to happen. And basically what you do is you just fish for trout for an extended period of time, and you get rewards. You get these reward tickets. And when you trade them in, you get all kinds of stuff. So I ended up getting, like, a crab pot, which we haven't even used yet. That's kind of neat. It's a unique item. Another sprinkler for my farm, so that was cool. And a bunch of, like, decorations, upgrades, rare items.
Hey Phil, did you enter the trout fishing contest? And did you send a did you send a screenshot of the virtual trout that you caught to your dad? Like, I'm sorry, I was thinking about that in the back of my head. It was funnier in the back of my head. Like him playing Stardew Valley, fishing for the trout. Like, look what I caught.
I'm like, oh, this is excellent. I'm getting all these items from this event. So now I'll be able to use them next stream on Tuesday night. But I didn't have a chance because
I got me a Whopper, Dad.
So.
I got me a Whopper just like you in a fucking video game.
The good stuff. Stardew was chill, fun. Everything was good. So overall, yesterday, great streaming day. Great progress in the games I played. A lot of whining from fucking peanut gallery people who are just demanding toxic failure, but they didn't get it and they're very upset at that. Oh well, cry me a river and take a boat and ride it down and ride away because I don't care.
Cry me a river, ride a boat and ride away because I don't care.
And
this cope is damn. This stung him. It stung him something nasty.
very nice. It's good stuff all around. Okay, so rest of the week, real brief. Today's React Day, so you already know what's going on today.
No,
Tomorrow it is Street Fighter 6.
I thought we did schedule. No,
Master Bison matches, and I'm hoping for more progress to get him even higher up in the ranks. No late stream tomorrow night, because tomorrow night I have to film quite a bit of private patron React stuff. Over 2 hours worth. So it's going to be a long night for me filming that and putting it out. but I won't be able to stream tomorrow night. Okay, but that's the only stream this month that should be affected. Hopefully, everything else I should be able to be here consistently. Tuesday will be more Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and Stardew Valley. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it'll be more Street Fighter 6 and Riven Remastered returning to the rotation. Friday will be more Elden Ring and Street Fighter, and then we'll, play it by ear from there, moving on with the week. Okay?
Done. Nice. Good.
Okay. Good stuff. So, excellent stuff, and that's really all I have to talk about. And actually, WP just says, maybe you should spec into a Great Shield and Spear Poke combo and really piss off the haters, right? Yeah, wasn't it true that there's these Spear Shields? I found 2 of them in the DLC, and apparently people were like either 1 or 2 double wielding them, and you could literally block and attack at the same time, so you could just endlessly attack and enemies could never hit you. And people were like breaking the entire game with that too. And everyone was like, oh, it's so unfair. I mean, we could also talk about the perfume build that they patched because it was so bad people were beating bosses with 2 hits, But my build is somehow unacceptable and broken. Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah, because your build, you copied it from somebody else, you dickwad. Just like you copied off almost everything in your fucking life. Everything in your fucking life. Everything that says darksydephil is a facsimile of something else. Look at that. Look at that. Look. You rip off fucking The Legend of Zelda. Fucking, what is this? Chrono Trigger right here. Mega Man. Fucking Punch Out.
What?
Yeah, what's up, baby? Yeah.
Ladies and
Angry
gents,
video
now that we have
game
the
nerd,
opportunity to do
nostalgia
it,
critic, all
let's-
this shit. Again, he's a nobody. He's a husk of a man. He's a ditto. He's a fucking ditto. Ditto side fill. Okay? He tries to emulate these things, but you still see the fucking 2 little dots and the a line coming across the mouth.
To do it, let's talk about the upcoming event, DSP's Digital Summer Party.
Damn shit, we did it
2024.
last summer.
All right? So first off, when I do these marathon events, okay, I always do them on weekends, and I usually do them on a Saturday because now Sunday are my React days, okay? So if we were going to do this coming up, all right, we would either want to do it on, I would say, Saturday, July 27th, so that would be almost 3 weeks from now, or...
No, McDougal. He's the ditto from the show, from the first season of Pokemon. Remember that ditto that tried to fucking copy everything, but you can still see that it's a fucking ditto? That's what Phil is. He tries. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't fucking work.
Saturday, August 3rd, which would be just...
Trash
under a month
man,
away
what's
from
up,
now.
baby? How you doing?
Okay, it would be an all-day marathon event, which
Hey,
means there would be
I missed you.
no
Look at
2
that.
separate streams.
Hold
dedicated to
on. DSP show. I gotta call this out. DSP pulls up a pic of him with some meats, and Trash Man appears. It's Trash Man all about the meats. I'll be doing all right, baby.
separate content. It would be one ongoing stream all day long where I would do a variety of stuff and jump between it over the course of the day. Okay? Now, in particular, when you look at
Motorsport, what's up, baby?
the games that are coming out around this time period, okay? We've got Black Myth Wukong on August 20th, Concord on August 23rd.
No,
Now, I
we
don't know if
did.
that's the
No,
full
no,
release
you
of the
did that
demo. I
already.
can't remember what they
Wait,
said.
you just did that.
Um,
No, come on, bro. You just went over this shit like 2 rants ago, like 2 segments ago, 2 copes ago. Maybe it was the same cope. I don't know. But you said this, or you just spoke about this, about these games. You don't have to go through it again. Please. Please.
Visions of Mana on August 29th, and the rumor is it will be a Game Pass game. Star Wars Outlaws on August 30th. And Quidditch Champions supposedly coming out on September 3rd, which makes no sense.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Because Shinko's been wanting this, okay? I am not a fan of Harry Potter. I am not. I am enthralled with the fucking universe. I'm enthralled with the universe. I love the fucking universe. I don't like the Harry Potter story, but I love the fucking universe. And one of the things I liked about it was fucking Quidditch. But Quidditch, in the books, they made it sound really fucking fun. And then WB Games came out with a fucking Quidditch World Cup. I had it for the GameCube. And, you know, it's simple shit for the time, but I got to go and play some fucking Quidditch. So I'm hyped for this game. Fuck you, Phil. Skip the game. I hope you skip the game. I don't want to see you play that shit. I'm ready.
Excuse me, not September 3rd. What am I doing? I'm reading you the wrong dates. I'm sorry. I've completely screwed up. I'm reading completely the wrong dates. I wanted you to read late July.
I don't
and read
know, Jay
August
Russo.
instead.
I think you're right. EA
Please
did
forgive
make
me
it.
for
I'm sorry.
my
You're right.
Mistake.
EA.
What I meant to say was at the end of July, literally we have no games, all right? Here's the only stuff that's going on in July is Nintendo World Championships on July 18th and that Kunitsugami game on July 19th. Outside of that, there's no other games coming out. So if we have this marathon at the end of July or early August, it literally does.
Big Barrow Skeleton says, put on your glasses. I don't see $50. I don't see the $50 tip goal being met, sir. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any glass. You know, you want the glasses? You want the glasses? You gotta drop a 50. That's just how it works around here.
It's not like, oh, I'll be in the midst of a bunch of brand new game playthroughs, and because of that,
You could
this
be.
event is going to throw us off, and now we're gonna be screwed up, right? So we could literally do it either week. So first off, right? What would you guys like? Would you like it earlier? Would you like to have this the last weekend of July? Would you prefer the first weekend of August? And is there a reason?
My man, so why? Like, oh my god, I completely overlooked the fact that he wants to do this shit towards like the end of fucking summer. Like, my man's, it's literally just you sitting there doing the same shit you do in every fucking stream. Why are you gonna stall it out?
Why? Let's actually do a brief poll.
We're doing polls now. Get that.
That would maybe be something that I just do to be silly, but I'm not necessarily going to do it because I think anyone cares about me dressing up in floaties for this event. It'd just be get a laugh out of it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to look like more of an idiot than I already do. Can you imagine me look like a fucking, a fucking Goomba with some fucking floaties? Come on, it's bad enough I already look like I ride the short bus. I don't need a fucking confirmation.
Get a pool noodle and wiggle it around on stream or something.
Yeah, you would love something long and flaccid, long and, phallic looking so you could swing around on stream. I've got him.
I mean, so, I'll think about it.
Yeah, he's going to think about the pool noodle. I'm calling it now. He's going to have a pool noodle. He's going to buy a fucking pool noodle. I like pool noodles because outside of the usefulness of it being a pool noodle, you can use it for, cushioning for sharp objects and corners and whatnot. Like practical big boy applications. Yeah, that's why I use pool noodles for. But no, he's going to swing it around on stream pretending like he's in a pool even though he's afraid of water like he's a fucking cat.
I'll definitely think about it, but anyway. So, if you guys have any ideas,
Installation for your
right,
pipes,
of
yeah.
things for this event, let me know. By the way, the poll for the date is incredibly close. It was July the entire time. Now, August is winning by like 1%. So, I guess the date doesn't really matter. There's no giant opinion here on when to do it.
So why are we wasting time?
Either.
Again, I said this with the Elden Ring shit. Instead of you just saying, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this on this date, pop on by. Instead of just saying that, no, we got to pretend to have a poll where we decide the date. But look, people can't decide on the date, so it doesn't matter. And then the time comes around, and you got nothing, and then you fucking sit there and bore your audience and get upset because you're not getting any money out of it. Why? Because it's boring bullshit. Come on, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is the shit that's really making this content just really insufferable. You choosing to create tedium. You can just boot up, howdy doody to everybody, and just do the thing. Same thing with fucking Rich. We're gonna get to that later because I feel like we're gonna cut out of this early because it's fucking bullshit. Instead of just getting up, streaming for his audience, playing a video game, you know, since you got all that time, since Elden Ring is Rich's WWE champions, you can sit there and stream Elden Ring gameplay continuously. Let the checks roll in. No, you gotta do all this extra shit. And that's the other thing. Felipe Baxa brings up a great point. Not only does he create the tedium, he has to then has to take more time to complain about how tedious his life is. That's the one that's the shit that angers me. So like, the tedium's the turnoff. It's the fact that he goes, "Oh man, I'm too fucking busy." That's you. That's an issue. It's something that you choose to do. And then you got the fucking nerve to complain that your life isn't how you want it to be. Yeah. Look, Jay Wuso 989. Fucking, instead of Rich just sitting there fucking taking care of his kids, fucking streaming so he can earn more money and shit, he's stressed buying iPads. For what? For what?
Week would probably work, I guess. And I'm down for either. It doesn't matter to me. Floaties now. Do the floaties right now. Let me go get some floaties. A Speedo. There you go. No shirt. Just a Speedo. Very tight swimming underwears, right? And floaties and a swimmer's cap and goggles. And it'll be me sitting here all day in the office looking like that. That sounds like a great idea.
Melted Michael Phelps in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, what a heck of a digital summer party. Now that sounds like something some other content creators would be doing, right? And they probably already have. So, anyway,
that's what the ladies like. I know. That's what the detractor ladies are looking for. They looking for Phil in the Speedo with the muffin top hanging out, the Brillo pad chest hair. You know what I'm saying? Everything wiggling and wobbling. You know what I mean? Looking like fucking like a Jello popsicle and shit. Yeah. Look at him. Look. I could already see him, like, you know, putting the hair back, getting the grease, slicking it. Yeah. See, look, that's what. See, track. I got one. I
mean, if we're going there, you might as well do the full Monty. I might as well get the inflatable pool, fill it up with Jello, jump in there and ride the pickle.
Yeah.
Right? I might as well go full on. What people?
Yeah. I see ya. I see y'all thinking about y'all out here fantasizing Phil looking like a whole mayonnaise packet. I see y'all.
Really want. I'm not going to do that, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay. Oh my god. And the sad fact is,
I do a snake laugh.
I joke, but there's tons of people who've actually done that to make money on stream. That's just think about.
And they do it, and they make it, and they earn it, then they burn it. And what do you do? Nothing. Sit there and do nothing. And then complain that you don't make the money that they do. Because, you know, you should be making as much money as they do because you don't do that stuff.
How disgusting the whole fucking stream culture is, that this has actually happened and people have paid people thousands and thousands of dollars for that content. I mean, ugh.
Smear it all in there. Yeah, all up in the tear ducts. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he just stressed about an iPad.
Ride the what?
I don't
The
know.
inflatable pickle Rick. Haven't you seen it, Jay Stan? It's very infamous among a certain group of streamers. Trust me.
Again, but your man wants to come in here and swing a pool noodle around. Hey, fuck it. Nah, yeah, look how disgusting it is. But, hey, look at this thing that looks like a long, wobbly dick. Yeah, criticize them. Rules for thee, but not for me.
Not that I would know, but it's all over. It was all over social media that year when it was like the big meme. So, anyway.
If that's the case, what can we say about you beating your fucking meat on stream? You ain't get thousands of dollars off of that.
That's true. Andrew says, why not go through the Steam sale and try out a cheap game or two during the event? We could do that. But the thing is, I would maybe prefer to do that ahead of time, and the games are already selected, so we could just try them. as opposed to me jumping into the Steam store in the middle of the stream. And what if we don't find anything good quick and now it's filled?
It's a fucking Game Pass stream. The same thing. Again, we just talked about you creating the goddamn fucking tedium. It's just like a Game Pass stream, but instead of it being Game Pass, it's fucking Steam sale. You buy a game that costs $1, $2, what have you. You buy it, you like it, you try it, you're done. Why? Make it a fucking thing. Holy shit, man. Here's the thing to do. Oh, wow, this is the thing I can do, but the thing is I'm going to have to go ahead and just do it in a way that's unviable, so I can't do it. I can't do it the normal way. I have to do it in a way that it looks like I'm, it looks like I'm doing more work. So, yeah, tough cookies.
Wasting time, right? But I'm down for that, too. The Steam Summer Sale's over on the 11th. I don't think I'm going to have a chance to look at it before the 11th. We got a whole week coming up here. Oh my god, excuse me.
Guys, come on, man.
Anyway. Alright, so.
We're done.
So far, alright.
Nobody cares about your little wisp of hair.
Basically,
You're
we know
balding,
what time
homie.
it is. We're going to probably do some Nintendo World Championship.
Fuck you trying to comb back that long-ass fucking strand, man. You were balding. Your hairline's fucked up, man. All right? You look like one of the cracked executes in Pokemon. Remember, like, execute has like a gang of eggs, and there's that one with the cracked back of the head open. Yeah, that's you. Doesn't matter if you comb that shit back. Your head's still misshapen, your hairline's still fucked up.
Maybe a tier maker, some food and booze, maybe some chill Stardew, maybe a little bit of Street Fighter, and maybe we'll find a couple cheaper or inexpensive games. That we could.
All right, Roach Bait, catch you later, baby.
Event. It's gonna be a laid back event. It's not gonna be a super serious one. It's not like we have to do all these set things. Here's the one thing that now it's just hitting my mind now, and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm actually thinking we should do it on the 27th of July, and there's a distinct reason why. Okay, if you remember, well, I'm going to be doing my migration from my old PC to my wife's PC around this time period, okay? And I'm thinking I would much rather do the marathon and then work on the migration rather than work on the migration and then something goes wrong that delays my ability to stream, and now I have the pressure of playing catch-up while I also have to still do this marathon that I promised, right? I almost feel like I would like to get the marathon.
You have 3 computers to use. You fucking moron. Set up something, you fucking moron. We've evolved now. We went from you being stupid to you being an absolute fucking moron. Okay? Set up a stream on one computer while you do the migration between the other ones. That's it. That's it. And you can do it, but you can do it the time that you take to beat your fucking meat. If you actually do, you can do it then. The time you take to fucking stalk people on Twitter, you can do it then. The time it takes for you to go in your little, drunken binges, you can do it then. Just fucking do it.
Done first. So that way it's done, it's set, everyone had a good time.
No, so Retro, he's using the word migration to make it seem like he's a big, busy work boy. So he's using corporate speak. So when people talk about migrations, it's basically taking your account, your information, your data, and just basically copying it over to something else. So basically he's copying his shit from his PC to Cat's PC. That's it. That's basically it.
Migrate to the new PC and I have difficulties and it hampers me from streaming.
Usually when you're talking about a migration, you're talking about a large group of people who are basically going from one system to another. They're going from, they're going from one program to another, what have you. So they have something set up where it's like they schedule, the copying of said accounts and data over to the new thing. That's a migration. But like him, he's just copying shit over from his PC to Cat's PC.
For a day or two, at the very least, that won't screw over the event. It's already happened.
Oh,
okay?
So Trashman, okay, you've been out. So it looks like you've been out. So basically, he's taking Cat's PC and he's using that going forward. That's what he's doing. No. Fort Worth Race, he's doing that on stream. That's the whole thing. The migration is going to be content. So he's going to take Cat's PC and he's going to have a whole stream where he's setting everything up right then and there.
that I'm actually thinking about this, I think it makes more sense to do it on July 27th. It is Saturday, July 27th.
Yeah.
Right? Now that I'm saying this a million times.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Anthony.
think that's what we will do.
Yeah, we had a stream about it. He's like, you know, he spoke to Kat. He spoke to Kat and is like, you know, she doesn't use it, she doesn't play with it, she doesn't do anything with it, so he's gonna take it.
I think that is exactly what we will do. That makes more sense. And then when it's done, now the next big thing is working on this migration. I'll probably get my wife's PC moved from her room to this room, get it set up.
My man hasn't even brought it in the goddamn room yet. Are you serious? This is what I mean, Phil. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Okay? This is something that you already know is in the works. You know it's coming down the pipeline, and you're absolutely refusing to prepare for it just so you can create a narrative of you being busy. So how long we been talking about this? A month? 2 months? Maybe I'm exaggerating. Probably like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't think it's been in a month. But you've been talking about this about a substantial amount of time, and you still haven't even taken the fucking PC out of the goddamn room? What the fuck have you been? You don't do anything, sir. You don't do shit in that house. You are telling me, bro, you can pick up your cat and bring him to the bedroom to lock him in the, bedroom so he can't fucking go outside and piss. But you can't tell me you can't pick up a stationary fucking PC and just bring it in the fucking room? Holy shit. He's talking all this shit, and he doesn't even have the PC in the room. I bet you he doesn't even have the feng shui down yet where he's going to show where he's going to put it. He's just going to toss it somewhere. That house going to catch on fire, man. Shinko calling it. That house is catching on fire one day. It's legitimately going to catch.
I set up here, get it up and running, so that I can, I can log in easily, or I don't need to log in anymore on Windows. I can bypass it.
I refuse to believe he can't fucking pick up the fucking PC. I refuse to fucking believe that. I refuse. Gallon of milk, yeah. That PC, seriously infuriating. It's really fucking infuriating because it's like 42 years old. 42-year-old man sitting here acting like a goddamn baby. Goddamn baby. Sitting there swaying back and forth and fucking moving around and fucking just go right now. You like to get up in the middle of streams anyway. Go right now. Go and pick the shit up and bring it. Oh, you fucking weak ass can't fucking pick the shit up? Okay, drag it. Don't you got like carpet and shit? Drag it. Sitting here for a fucking hour and some change. Wasting goddamn time. Wasting days. Weeks. And have the unmitigated gall to think that you're entitled to some kind of fucking compensation. This is the mental illness. It just boggles my fucking mind.
Programs a set, and then basically I have to do this giant migration of all the content that I use on this PC daily.
How about you migrate the PC first? Before we talk about migrating all the data, let's migrate the actual physical PC. McDougal, I told you about my struggles about lifting things. I got my own struggles with lifting things. Trying to make me relive PTSD. Come on, man.
All the different borders, all the different animations, all that stuff.
Wow, all the different borders. All the different animations. These are custom animations. I have to migrate over. Okay? Tip me if you want to migrate.
Has to be moved over, and then I have to have all this OBS stuff switched.
I have to install the OBS. I have to go ahead and get the browser. Get to the browser.
Which I'm working on already. I'm backing it up. It's just a matter of I have to migrate all the files over and then map all the.
There's been a Windows update. Get to the browser.
locations of where the files are. It's going to take hours to do that. And then I want to get new stuff set up on that PC. For example, I have a Stream Deck that I've had for years. Don't need to buy a fan, and it doesn't work on my current PC, but it will work on the new one. So I'll be able to have a Stream Deck set up. And
No. I just realized. No. Soundbox. We're getting soundbox. We're gonna get the soundbox again. No. We were good. Yo. Hey. No. It's gonna be fucking him, Tipster, and RTU, the fucking Soundbox boys, man. No. Oh. God damn it. This isn't right, God. This isn't right. No, I feel for Retro, I feel like we're gonna get punished with this one. Somebody gonna handhold him and he's gonna be able to follow these directions. Done. It's over. It's over, man. So fucking over.
Buttons and have sound effects play, have animations play, different things that I can do. Scene transitions just by pressing buttons. Rather than me have to click through 17 things or whatever, it would be pretty neat to do that. So I'm pretty excited for it. The PC should run better.
Anthony, I'm predicting house fire. That's what I'm predicting.
No failing hard drive.
No,
files.
yes.
It got all over my
There's a possibility.
Let's continue.
Perhaps.
No, he has. No.
Yes, thank you for the $2 super chat, and I hope he gets an applause button. Those are cool.
No. You saying, I don't know if you saying that sarcastically, ironically, because you weren't here for the fucking Soundbox days, man. It was just horrible, bro. It worse than telling you, man. You thought this shit was bad? Imagine having this shit. Imagine having these copes. Imagine having these delusions. And then after that, sit there, grab a fucking soundbox, hold it again, palms up, display the fucking soundbox, and press this cheesy ass fucking sound, and then sit there and like look so fucking smug, nodding your head as it's playing. It was. No, it didn't. It's not working the same way. Yes, it's not working the same way, man. I'm telling you. Fucking Soundbox days were the worst. The worst, man. I think we had to remember the stream where it finally died. I was so fucking, I was so hyped when that Soundbox died. When that say Phil's day off. Day it died. The day it died. I was crying. Crying, ladies and gentlemen.
My content quality may go up a bit. I may be able to actually capture at 1440p and stream at true 1440p.
For what? I don't want to see your face in a buttery smooth. I'm never going to see your face in a buttery smooth 60 frames because your face is just going to look buttery. There's all the fucking grease that's coming out of your pores. I don't care. I don't want to see the actual how many gray hairs you have. I don't want to see the wrinkles in your face. I don't want to see your swollen nose. I don't want to see the snort sacks on the side of your face. I don't want to see your sunken eyes. I don't want to see your fucking pale skin, translucent almost. I don't want to see your fucking hair that splits off into 3 separate continents. I don't need to see you in true 1440p. Okay? I wish I could see you in 140p. That we could blur out how fucking ugly you are.
Right now, it says 1440p, but it's just upscaled 1080p. But I may actually be able to do even more increased quality in my videos. We'll see. What happens here? But yeah, so this is good. Today we already
So for a man that Fort Worth Rays says, for a man that cams up every day, I don't know why he doesn't have a skincare routine. I think he does have a skincare routine. It's just, again, just like with everything else in Phil's life, he does it wrong. So instead of actually washing his face with soap and water, he washes his face with the secretions from his own body, right? So instead of, putting on the lotion, moisturizing your face, he's taking the eye gunk, smearing it all in there. He's taking the ear gunk and smearing it all in there. Like a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like a facial mask. Getting everything in there nice and smooth. I don't know. Maybe he thinks that he's recycling himself or some shit like that. Yeah. The shower don't work, so he's just mixing it in with the grease and sweat and what's that shit that they called on fucking body soil? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He uses cat litter as an exfoliant. Yeah. He got a skincare routine.
Got a lot of stuff out of the way. So the DSP's DSP 2.0, right, will be held on Saturday, July 27th.
July.
It'll be a day-long marathon. There'll be food.
Not July. July. Shout out to Eric D. July.
And booze.
July.
Maybe some challenge runs in Nintendo games. Probably a tier maker. Maybe some chill content like Stardew. Maybe a little bit of Street Fighter.
Yo, you know what game I wouldn't mind him playing? I would like to see him play because I didn't even know this fucking game existed. I was playing Nintendo Switch online, and I was playing the NES online shit. And there's like a game called Urban Champion, and it's like basically you street fighting. Like yo, that shit was raw, bro. Like it's like you and a dude, y'all meet up on the street, y'all punching each other. You gotta block up, block low. And you gotta watch out for people who trying to break up the fight by throwing stuff down. And then when the cops come through, you gotta break up because you don't want to get arrested. That shit is crazy. For the NES, I would like to see him play that.
Do some quick, cheap and interesting Steam games that day, and it will be right before I plan my migration to the.
All right, listen. Gengar Green said Phil loads up on Axe instead of a shower. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story, right? I used to shower. I showered, okay? Every day. But being, 14-year-old boy, you being susceptible to marketing and shit. I saw the Axe commercials where you spraying some and you seeing, the chicks like trying to clothesline each other, trying to get to the dude, fighting each other, trying to get to the dude. And I was like, all right, bet. Fuck it. So I'm sitting there like, Lord, what's up, baby? I'm sitting like, yeah. So let's just say I had to be quarantined for the rest of the day. So yeah, that I could like if he's doing it now in his 40s, then that's sad. But like if he was doing it back in those days, I can understand. I fell for the marketing.
See, that way it's done, and we don't have to worry about, oh no, now the marathon gets delayed because the migration screwed everything up or anything like that. Okay, good. I'm glad we talked all this out today. This is very good. So, cool. All right. Now I can actually start advertising it. I can start posting it up on my schedule and everything, so people now know.
I think I stopped using Axe. I think like 19 I stopped using. That's when you start getting into like scents. You get like actual scents. Find out what's your scent. What works with your body chemistry. Alright. I had a lot of hits and misses, but I got some natural fragrances that I got locked down. I think as an adult, you should have like some type of like like scent. I would say like not necessarily cologne, parfum, anything like that, but I think you should have something that gives you like a olfactory identity. I don't know what word to use.
And I want to thank everyone here for helping me with these ideas. And by the way, please continue to send me your ideas. This is not just, that's it, it's set in stone. We have 20 days to figure out what we want to do during this marathon. Okay, so please share.
Yeah, I started using, I was like using Old Spice, but then I found like shit like fucking, what's that shit? Sandalwood. I got some other shit. I got some, that's what it be. I don't know. It smells grown up. That's the only word I could use for it. It smells grown up.
Any feedback is greatly appreciated, right? Sound good?
No, what the hell? Hold on. Do you know about Chris Shannon Axe, specifically when he had his rant at Axe for gay guys wearing it? I don't know. I didn't see a lot of gay guys wearing Axe. I feel like the body spray of choice for gay guys back in the day, I could be wrong, but I would say bod. I thought bod was for like gay dudes because I never like it looked like a hairspray bottle Like it looked like some type of hairspray and shit, and it's like the commercials weren't really. Yeah, like I want your bod, and it's like the chicks are like separate from the dudes, but the dudes are playing basketball together, looking all, shit like that. Like, I need your bod. Like, okay, but he's not gonna give it to you because he's playing with homeboy over there. So I didn't know. But Axe was for like fucking people just like fucking angsty, edgy teenagers wearing affliction shirts and shit.
Okay.
But Christine can't wear Axe now because chick. So I wonder how that's working out.
I'm just checking to see what people were saying in stream chat. That's all. All right, well, folks, that's all I got for today. Like I said, this is a way more laid-back podcast. I didn't have anything super important to talk about. So I'll do shout-outs, and we'll do some Q&A, and we'll see where the stream takes us.
Like, bro, I never, because for me, as a kid, like, it was, like, I was very susceptible to marketing. Like, it was crazy because it was, like, I was aware of certain things, but then I was oblivious to, like, other things. Like marketing was one of those things I was, like, kind of oblivious to. And it just clicked. Like, you just sit there and just be like, yo, like, it wasn't like these new commercials where they just fucking show the product and they show a whole bunch of cool people and shit. And it's like, hey, cool people use this shit. Yeah, you want to be down with the cool kids. You got to use this product. That shit never attracted to me. The shit that got me was when you show the product, it's sprayed. You show the product, use the product gives you results. So that's what they did with Axe. Like, yo, spray this, chicks go nuts. Bong. I was like, all right, bet. Actually, I didn't get the results I wanted. But, like, Bod, I don't know what the fuck Bod was doing. Bod was just showing a bunch of dudes just all up on each other. Like, that shit was weird. The original, see, yeah, like, those kind of commercials, like, some video game commercials, like, the same thing. Like, remember when they had, like, really edgy video game commercials, and it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I like, play the game. It's fun. Okay, I got it. But when they did all that other stuff, it just didn't get me.
First shout out of the day is from YSusha116, who did a super chat and says, I enjoy Elden Ring for challenge and monster designs. I don't.
Oh, yeah, that was the other one. Fucking dudes hanging from the fucking monkey bars and shit. The fuck is that? The fucking hanging from the, I want your bod. And I'm like sitting there like, bro, like, I don't think I'm gonna be in a situation where me and a bunch of dudes are gonna be having our shirts off playing on monkey, but like, nah, that's even, like, nah, man, nah.
About the story. And that's fine. If that's what you like about Elden Ring, more power to you. You're welcome to enjoy what you like about the game, play the game how you want. I think that's the point I'm making, is everything is acceptable in Elden Ring. I mean, hell, yes, man. Even Ash summons. If you wanted to summon Mimic Tier again just to beat the whole DLC, you could do that too.
Yeah, those are crazy.
No one is allowed to tell you that the way you're playing this DLC is wrong.
Well, see, that's the thing.
At the same time.
All right, so Jim, so the thing is not that it's like, it's not the body spray itself, it's the usage of it. It got so bad that fucking Axe had to make like almost like a PSA and like print it on their fucking cans. Like, yo, just a little spritz. That's all you need. That's all you need is a little spritz. You don't have to drown yourself in it. Little go a long way. Just, that's it, done.
You want to be sure that you're enjoying yourself, and that, if you're trying to play the game for an audience, that your audience is enjoying yourself. And the point I'm making here is,
let me see.
There's a difference between.
So ICS, mine was the cool gum. Was it like 5? You got entrenched with 5 gum. 5 gum pissed me off because, like, you got to show me that. You got to show me that stuff. You got to show me that it's gonna do that exact shit. So if I go ahead and I'm eating fucking 5 gum, and you showing a chick eating 5 gum and she's being refreshed by like a fucking winter wind that's coming and cooling her down, that's what I'm gonna expect. That's what I expect.
talking about oh, new 5 gum refreshes as you chew.
No, the fuck it don't. I'm sitting there. Me want refreshy. Where's refreshy? No refreshy.
You know, like new 5 gum. Intense heat sensation as you chew.
Okay, man, this is a fucking Big Red. I don't want the fuck out of here with this shit. Hated that shit.
Saying, hey, we want to see you do all this content, or hey, we want to see you do it in a specific way so you suffer. I don't care about people who want me to suffer. I do not. All right? If you feel that my run in Elden Ring is not valid because you have this weird entitled opinion of how exactly it should be played, then you can go play it yourself that way. That's fine. You could skip the rest of my Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough. Really. I don't really care.
Hold on, let me see this.
If there's a story-specific summon that needs to happen, I will do it so I get the story. That's what I bought it for. I didn't buy it just to...
all right. Fuck it.
Ignoring half the content that they wrote for it.
Hold on.
Why would I do that?
Hold
but again,
on.
some people actually asked me to do that. And
Shut up, Phil. Okay. Retro wants us to suffer, so we're gonna suffer, guys. All right. Retro said, "Yo, we suffering, baby. We suffering big time. Hold on. Right here. This it. We gotta suffer, guys. We gotta suffer. So here we go. This is what we had to deal with back in there. Let me make sure this is a mute. Okay. Put it right here. Hold on. Here we go.
Give me that bod. I want your bod. Bodman fragrance spray.
Nah, this isn't. No, I don't need the one where it's like. I need the one where it's like it's the dudes. They all playing like basketball and shit. Like, they all playing basketball, and the chicks are just, like, looking from behind the gate and shit, and these dudes are paying them no mind. I need that one. That one was pretty sus. Like, again, that would make me feel uncomfortable. Because it's like, you're not showing the result. You're just showing some dude with abs. Like, I don't got abs. Like, what, if I spray that, will I get abs? Like, I can't fuck with that shit. I can't fuck with that shit. Nah. That's why I like Axe. Axe gave you results.
Modern games, too. You're taking too long. Why are you taking so long to play this game? Because I'm enjoying story elements that are in the game. I want to take my time and enjoy what I paid for. Oh, no, you should be rushing through. Don't you understand? No, I don't. I don't understand your weird, really entitled
Is this
mentality
another one?
that everything should be instant gratification.
That's the one? That's the one. Hold on.
Everything in the world is...
Oh, Phil, just shut up. God damn. Yep, this is it. This is it. Here we go. It's an old commercial, guys. So the resolution is going to be fucking shit. Here we go. All right, here we go. You're not ready. All right. Here we go. This was it.
Great bod. Tight bod. Hard bod. I want your bod.
Bodman fragrance sprays. My body fantasies.
Like, the fuck? Like, yo, the chicks is not like, bro, nah, it's just me colliding with the bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just this 6-pack of Met. Like, nah. Nope, bro. That shit was extra gay. Okay? I'm not, you're like, you know, not knocking it. I'm just saying it was just weird. Yeah, it was skins and skins. Exactly. You saw that? You know, they want to make sure they touching nipple to nipple. Fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Burger King.
And you trying to sell that to me? I'm some fucking flabby ass fucking 14, 15-year-old. Sitting out here just trying to have an edge, man. I'm just trying to have a leg up in the game. You're going to try to sell me bod. Imagine if I walked through... What? Imagine if I walked through my front door with some fucking bod. No matter where it was at. Like, let's say, you know, I used to live with my grandma. So imagine I came through, my grandma, my old Puerto Rican grandma, who don't even fucking know English. She don't know shit about how shit go down in America. See me come in with this fucking, look at this shit. This hairspray ass bottle. She gonna roast this shit out of me. And my father see this shit. Nah, you bugging. Nah. That's what I'm saying. It should come with some fucking body glitter. Nah.
right? You can you order everything a la carte exactly how you want. No,
Yeah, it look like Windex.
that's not how the world works.
Yeah, see. Now I need. I know there's gonna be a. I know somebody gonna LARP. So somebody gonna. I need somebody to ask Phil if he ever used body spray. I need to know now. I need to know. I'm like Mark Anthony. Tell me, Philly boy, because I need to know. I got Razzie. I got quarantined for using too much Axe one time.
I guess some people literally just wanted me to rush through this. So, because people were saying, oh, we hate when you explore. You hate when I explore a game based on exploration. Really? Elton says, how much of a lorehead are you? You watch Vati Vidya or other lore YouTubers? I have watched some of the Zuli the Witch videos. I have watched, there's a guy, I think his name is Illusory Walls. I've watched some of his. I do find it fascinating after the fact, like stuff that I didn't get, to actually watch those videos. Like, for example, I figured out in Elden Ring why is Godwin's face all over the place. Like, I didn't really understand that, and I watched a couple lore videos that explained it. I was like, oh, that's kind of a neat thing, you know? Yeah, so I do watch some of the lore stuff for FromSoft games. Yes, I do. I'm not heavily into it where I watch it all and I'm studiously studying everything.
Yeah, he just needs to know how to get the combos. That's
right?
it.
That when I'm playing these games and I'm reading the item descriptions and I'm like, oh, like yesterday with the finger stuff, when finally it was revealed the lore of the fingers that wasn't
yesterday with the finger stuff. Yeah, that's a clip.
Present in the base Elden Ring game, but now you get your answers. That genuinely piqued my interest, and I was very engaged and excited to finally get those answers. You know,
that's what we said, Razio. Like that's one of the reasons why we were like, yo, this is so fucking annoying, because it's like, bro, we don't care if you do this shit, but the thing is that what you do is that you spoil yourself to the point where you take the enjoyment out of the game, and you sit there and you fucking cope with the fact that, you know, like, people make fun of you for it. And it's like, bro, like, you don't enjoy the game. You take the enjoyment out of the thing that's supposed to be enjoyed. That's the weird shit. Then on top of that, he takes the enjoyment out of the game. He fucking goes ahead and steamrolls through the game and then goes with an air of superiority like he's an actual fucking gamer. No.
That is so cryptic that you really have to do secret missions and read item descriptions to get the lore, but that's how FromSoft does it, right? So you just have to kind of accept that if you want to keep playing their games. And I am actually...
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I absolutely do not know what the fuck is going on in Elden Ring. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Elden Ring. I don't know who the fuck anybody is. All I know is that fucking, you know, redhead rotting chick. She's hot. That's about it. And like, that's it. That's it. I don't know nothing about Elden Ring. Dizzy Max sits here and talks about it. Nothing. That's why I said Phil can't spoil shit for me, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know why? Because the game is just fucking cool. It's fucking cool. I don't know who the only actual character that I actually know. The only character that I fucking know is fucking what's his name? Patches. Fucking snake person. That's it. It's fun, because you know why it's fun? I don't know shit, and I sit there and I learn shit, and I find out about shit, and I get to explore and know more about the game, instead of just spoiling myself and just sitting there like, okay, did this. You see? Especially when he plays Persona games, his playthrough of Persona 4 or 3 was so awful. Yeah, it sucks, bro. It fucking sucks. And Tony also says, I've shown DSP's exploration to my brother that played Elden Ring, and he did explore things too, and he told me who ironically enjoys watching this. Apparently us and Tony. We on
enjoying the lore. So there you go. Let's see here.
Exactly. So for Retro 6 says, my daughter's B-Day is the 4th. We got her an Animal Crossing guide. We have been reading and playing, and she has been having more fun than ever before. He doesn't understand. That's absolutely correct. He doesn't understand fun. Fucking weird.
Bloomkit did a super chat. Would you react to game reviews on DSP Reacts? Well, yes, except DSP Reacts, if you mean The clip show, DSP versus the internet, is based on clips, not on giant reviews. So if you submit like
dickhead, again, you're fucking doing it now, creating fucking tedium. Will you react to reviews on DSP Reacts? Simple. On the goddamn channel. On the channel, will you react to reviews? Where the fuck are you bringing up DSP versus the internet from? You have a React channel where you react to things. On that channel, will you react to game reviews? We don't have to talk about a separate show that has nothing to do with this. Again, creating the tedium.
20-30 minute review, I'm never going to watch the whole review. There's a 3-hour show. We have to get through a bunch of clips. So it probably doesn't really fit the format very well unless it's a very short review. But we've done Video Game Donkey reviews on the show.
Dickhead, no. Fuck your clip show. The guy's saying, will you sit there and react to fucking reviews? Like, have a separate video. Have a separate showcase where you give your 2 cents, where you could talk about whether or not you disagree or agree with the review, where you see things where the reviewer doesn't. Things like that. Why do you have to relegate it to the same 9-to-5 bullshit? Oh, no, yeah, if you want me to react to game reviews, yeah, just put it in the clip show. Become a member. Bro, the dude's giving you another avenue to work off of. You stupid ass. It's like a machinima all over again.
Because his are short, right? Sniper No Sniping says your fans will deserve the Halloween marathon costume. Yeah, during Halloween. Like, actually, I'm a little... Let me put it this way. This year for Halloween, I'm actually a little relaxed. Reason being, I don't have to get a costume this year. I have a great costume from last year that I didn't get to wear because I caught COVID. So now I will have the costume ready to go. It's a really awesome costume. In fact, I'll say it's probably the most crazy, over-the-top, all-out costume I've ever had. All right?
Mind you, I'm not a Muppet. I don't do weird stunts. I don't act like a fucking clown for children.
I think you will like it a lot, and you'll get it during the Halloween marathon this year. Jay Stan says, yeah, we don't want to see you solve puzzles. Just turbo through Riven. Yes. Skip all the puzzles in Riven. Just look at the online for guide answers, right? When I get to that Steam puzzle at the beginning of the game, just solve it immediately with no knowledge of how. Just solve it. Boom, 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 done.
Right, wait, what he's trying to say because he had COVID, he couldn't put on the fucking costume? Because he got COVID, he couldn't put on clothes. Huh?
The game. That's great. Oh, let's see here.
Stupid.
So Locust says, I'm loving your Stardew videos. I've been binging them. Looking forward to catching one live. Sounds good. Tuesday night will be the next Stardew live stream. What's up, Game Boy? How are you? Good. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Double M? Elden Ring went well yesterday. I just did an entire segment of the show on it, so just rewind the podcast and you'll find out what happened. It was a pretty good one.
Him bitching that people are fucking
okay, so,
upset. We're done.
Before we get into full Q&A, I just want to say, guys, thank you for being an awesome audience. Thank you for supporting my content in all of its forms, right? Because I have 3 different channels. Today, particularly, the way that it works is we're going to do this podcast, and then we're going to go over to the React show, DSP versus the Internet, my clip show. But any contributions towards this stream still count for that show.
Oh, it's a bag.
I have a goal of 50
it's
bucks
a
per stream
bag.
that I try to raise, all right, by the end of the stream. If we get any tips now, they will count towards that stream and carry over to the next. So the rewards and everything will stay the same, okay? It would be great. If you like the content, please support it. And any contributions now would really help the React show. So thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in some way. And now let's just open it up to Q&A. If you guys want to talk, please tag me in the chat, because I don't really have anything else to shout out right now. No tips or anything have come in as of yet.
No tips have come in just yet. Silence.
Dang Dan got timed out by Nightbot because he accidentally put a period in his sentence and he thought it was a link. But I saw what he said. He said, did you see anyone else play the Elden Ring DLC? When it first came out 2 weeks ago, I played for about 2 days, 3 days, and then we watched someone basically play like the first 2 hours. So basically, they did the first open world area,
So
and then they went to the
Asmongold.
first dungeon, and they beat the first dungeon. But this was after I had already beaten it. I had already beaten that dancing lion boss. Then we watched someone beat it, and that's where we ended. Like, we never actually resumed watching them again. So I don't know if we ever will. Like, I would like to, but my wife hasn't been too into it. She's like, oh, it's just more of the same. And I was like, yeah, Shadow of the Erdtree is basically more base Elden
Actually,
Ring,
that's a good
just with
question.
more, different dungeons and bosses, but it is pretty.
How did he?
similar.
How much did he make yesterday on the? How much did he make yesterday on the day stream? I really didn't pay attention to that shit. It was something World Order. How much did he make? Did he make like about? It was a low number, right? Or did he hit a goal? I really didn't check it yesterday, so I didn't know.
And she was like, she thought it was going to hopefully be a lot of different stuff, and it's not. A lot of enemies, a lot of reused assets, and she's not too impressed. So I don't know if we're going to go back and watch it again. No, I always only watch stuff after I've beaten it myself. I never watch someone else play a game before I do, because I always want to have a honest first-time reaction to when I play.
That's a lie.
Game Boy says, I like the way that you're playing Elden Ring, because when you have fun, it comes through on the streams, and it makes it fun for us. Thank you for that feedback.
Sissy, I think you were here. You were with me. I think you were here with me on that stream where he was fighting his sunflower boss and he only got $1 fucking and how miserable he was until he got that $30 tip. That is an absolute fucking lie. No fun. No fucking fun to be had. No fucking fun to be had. Okay? He had no fucking money, and he was sitting there molding, getting upset, stalling, going through his entire fucking inventory. That is 100% a lie. Oh, good shit, good shit. That had to be a LARP.
Appreciate that. Plumber Who Fixes Leaks says, can we get a dexterity build for the next area of the DLC? Well, the dex build would have to be certain kinds of weapons. Like, I just got a katana. Literally, last thing. Right? Literally. Last thing I did was I got a katana that's a knight katana.
And that's the crazy thing. It wasn't like the usual money buff. Happy and shit. No, this money buff just like, bro, he was singing, dancing. He was mowing through the enemies. Like, it was fluid. It wasn't even like cheese build. Like, he was going in like, shang, 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 ha, ha. Kill him, smash him, ha, da, 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 da. Like, bro.
That is like I think it's supposed to be some kind of a unique build. Yeah. By the way, guys, those are fake. I'm going to get rid of them right now. I'm an idiot. There we go.
I wish I could capture the chat, but it's just, I don't have the time for the setup.
Those were fake. I know some people thought those were real. No, those are fake. Sorry about that.
Fake memberships.
Anyway, so yeah, I just got a katana. That's like a Darkness Knight katana that I guess is a unique one for the DLC. There's been a few different decks. I've noticed a lot of the weapons are bleed build from the DLC. They all say blood loss build up. And I was like, I thought that people had said that...
You think he's going to remove the money?
Like, they didn't
he's not going to remove no troll memberships. You can't remove the money.
like the blood loss build up because it's kind of cheap. So it's a little weird that there's so many blood loss build up weapons in the DLC. But anyway, if anyone is interested in seeing me do a Dex style build,
no, sir, it is Zion. It is the consistent blood loss build. That's what it is. Consistent blood loss. We got to add more words. More words.
I'm not against it. I would just need to know what kind of weapon you guys would be interested in seeing me use and what kind of build it would be. Like, what are the Dex builds for the DLC? I don't know. But I would want to use DLC weapons. I don't want to do a Dex build using weapons from the base game. What's the point? The whole point is to use new things from the DLC, right? Like, no exaggeration, I've already used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, if not 7 new weapons during this DLC run, right? So, I mean, that's my whole point, is to use all new stuff. I don't want to go back and use the old shit. So... how would I respec? You have these things, excuse me, these things called larval tears you find during the base game. And you go back to Renala, who is the boss at the academy, and she respecs you so you could completely put all your levels into different things. Yep. Daphne says, no spoilers, I think you'll need a Dex or faster build for last boss, it's mobile. Now, I'll probably just be able to smash it, I'm just saying. It certainly seems like certain builds are meant to beat the DLC. It seems like the counter build works on certain bosses, but not others. But certain bosses, it just negates. Like, it just melted that golden hippo boss. That boss didn't know what to do. It just got slammed and destroyed. But then I couldn't use the dual hammers. Excuse me. I couldn't use the guard counter on the Scotto Tree Guardian. It just didn't work at all. So then I had to go with a different build, and I beat him. You know what I mean? Now dual hammers seem to be crushing everything. I don't know. We'll see. The good news is I'm versatile right now. Jasper is good. Thanks for asking, Dark Souls Master. He's hanging out with Kat. All right. Anything else you guys want to chat about? What else is on your mind before we adjourn and we get over to the DSP Reacts channel? I mean, that's fine. Honeybun says, no offense, the last boss will hand your ass to you. I mean, sorry. Oh, I need to stretch right now.
We got a W pose.
My blood, apparently. I mean, if this is truly the last piece of content for Elden Ring, at least Elden Ring 1, then let them have the final boss be the hardest boss ever, you know? Let this be the true last hurrah.
I don't know, Will Sweet. I genuinely don't care. I think she still does, but I genuinely don't care.
The game sold so well and made so much money, it'd be pretty stupid to not make an official sequel, right?
Come on, let's wrap it up, Phil. Come on, baby. Come on, Phil.
Crackerjack says, finally back. I went to Park City for the 4th. I can't find weird to
Oh, yeah, you
vote.
love the yawns, baby.
Is it on your home?
You got a yawn.
Weird to vote on what, Crackerjack? I don't know what we're voting on. What do you mean? There was a poll in the chat earlier for the date of the marathon, but we've already determined the marathon will be
So
July
Sonic JD
27th.
says, Shinko, do you think
Opportunity to
Phil
do that,
leaves cat food on the
PC
ground till
migration
flies
right
stuff
now.
around it? Yes, because he leaves ant poison on the floor, so I could totally believe that.
Sounds good, Dark Souls Master. You don't have to tell me about that, but that's cool. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you.
Come on, wrap it up, Phil. Look at this dead air. Come on. I got to fill it up with this music. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil.
November 4th is months away. Who said November 4th? What is going on? November 4th? Huh?
This is content. This is the content he wants to
Did
get
I say
paid
November
for.
4th? If I did, I didn't mean to say that.
Got to give him
Who
money
said
for
November
this.
4th? Who's talking about November?
I'm just dancing away.
I'll be gone till November. I'll be gone till November.
That dead air, baby.
Yes, so we determined the digital summer party will be a marathon held on Saturday, July 27th. It'll be an all-day event. Reason being, once that's done, then I can work on migrating my PC from my current one to my wife's, which is needed. Mine is at its last legs here. Its life is ending 10 years being used. Because what I said was, if we did the marathon after, now what if I'm migrating and we have some issues, and now this is delaying all my streams because a couple of days things are screwed up. Now imagine that I have pressure that I'm supposed to be doing this marathon, but I'm already behind. I'd rather do the marathon first, get the marathon done with, so that everyone's happy with it, and then take on the task of trying to do this migration over.
Which means he's just gonna go ahead and copy shit over. Come on, we get them tips. Come in, baby.
What is one thing I wished I knew about Stardew Valley that I had to learn the hard way? I don't think, with Stardew Valley, I don't think there's anything in the game that's like, oh man, I really wish I had known that up front. It's just, there's a lot to learn. Like, every single stream I play that game, it's like, there's tons going on, and I just feel like I'm really always learning 10, 12...
This is my sound box.
And I just hope that I can remember it for the next stream.
This is how I feel content.
On any given day, I need to water my crops, harvest my crops, interact with my cat, water for my cat's bowl, interact with all of the chickens, feed the chickens, harvest the chickens' eggs if they lay them.
In few Q&A, man.
Then I gotta see, what's the weather? If the weather's good, then I gotta go do certain things. If the weather's bad, then I go fishing, right? Do I want to mine? What's my luck for the day? That's another thing you have to micromanage your luck. So now, should I go do the geodes? Should I go do this? There's just a lot of shit every day to micromanage. And that's fine if you're remembering everything and you're into a routine.
I'm trying to.
Like, I don't play it every day. So, being away from it for like 3 days at a time, and you come back to like,
slow
oh, crap,
stream,
what am I supposed to be
Blue.
doing here? What's even our focus for today? I forgot. And then it takes you a little bit to catch up, but it's fine. It's fine for that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that.
You're from Argentina.
How did my marathons work? So my marathons start usual time, the stream will go on around 10:45. We'll do a podcast first, and then typically that stream will run all the way to like 8 p.m. So it's basically like a 9 to 10 hour long straight stream that never gets interrupted. I mean, yes, there'll be brief breaks for me to use the bathroom or to go grab the food as it arrives or whatever. For the most part, just constant content here on the channel. As opposed to today, I do 2 separate streams, right? And this
Again, this is him explaining his stream.
For the react show,
This is
one
dead
for
air.
The throwback show. But
Dead air.
instead, it's all one place, one ongoing long stream all day, all the content in a row.
Look, 13 minutes, man. 13 minutes. You think we get some gold dust in 13 minutes?
Okay.
Trying. We're holding on.
Oh. An anonymous tipper tipped $1. It says, it seems like Cheetah Man may be making an election joke. November 4th equals elections. Are you looking forward to today's React and the summer marathon? Oh, that went over my head. I didn't even realize that was an election joke Cheetah Man made. I was like, who's talking about November? What are you talking about? Of course I'm excited. Like I said, I like that today I get to break up my content. It's good because otherwise, let's be honest, I have 2 main games going on right now, right? Elden Ring and Street Fighter 6. I have 2 chill games going on.
What's up,
Stardew
It's so
Valley
tired,
and Riven.
Grim. We're
If I
almost
just
done with
alternate
this.
between those, back and forth, it'll get stale. Having a day to interrupt that, break it up a little bit for variety, is a great thing, and it allows me to step away from the more stressful gameplay for a day and just have a more relaxed day with all of you. I really enjoy that. Oh, are you okay? So people are asking about another stream with Brian doing like a lobby in Street Fighter 6.
Wait.
100%, it's on me. It's not Brian's fault whatsoever that we haven't done it. It's on me. Like, what's happened is...
Yeah, it's on you because you keep a pedo around, and he doesn't want to fucking be around you while you're around that pedo.
Haven't noticed. Now I've got 2 late night chill streams going.
No, you don't got shit going on for you. He doesn't want to fuck with you because what you got going on with Derek.
I've got 2
He
other
knows, Chudgo. He's just trying to fucking play it off. There's no fucking way. No fucking way he doesn't know.
streams going, and like basically like life caught up with me, and I was like, shit, when am I supposed to do this? And I haven't found a time to do it yet, and that's on me. That's nothing to do with him.
I mean, it's too late. Like my thing is, I feel like the damage is too late. The damage is done. The fact that he kept them around, the damage is already done.
However, I've been talking behind the scenes back and forth with him for like 2 weeks about it, and
the best thing we can hope for is that DSP goes out of his way to basically like toss Derek aside in an attempt to get Brian back in his good graces, or to get back in Brian's good graces, and Derek blows up and does something stupid because Derek doesn't like being ignored. So this is good content either way.
I told him straight up, I was like, dude, it's not your fault. It's me getting so busy with all the stuff I'm doing. I haven't even had a thought in my head about doing a lobby with you.
Sir Joseph Pesci, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the stream, baby. Fort Worth Ray says, Phil started openly ignoring Derek the same day that Agent Proper interview went live. I could believe it, but like I said, it's too little too late. Like, this is something people probably told him about before, and he went out of his way. See, this is what Phil doesn't understand about branding, okay? It's too fucking late. So you can sit there and toss Derek to the side, but we already know because he's no longer beneficial to you. Or he's an impediment to a benefit that you see down the line. Not because you see anything morally wrong with it. Just like when you talk about the cigarette smoke. See, the cigarette, your mom didn't fucking, your mom kept smoking because no one told him and shit. That's why she stopped, because now it was a bad thing. Not because it was bad for your health. Not because it was bad for her health. Because everyone said it was bad. Same fucking thing. Same fucking thing. You sat there and fucking defended Derek when people were telling you, this guy's bad news. What the fuck is this dude doing? Get him away from you. You sat there and defended this motherfucker. And why? Why? Because he makes thumbnails for you? Do you see how pathetic that fucking sounds? You are so fucking inept at your own goddamn business that you have to depend on a pedo for fucking thumbnails? And now you see that it's a problem with your brand. And now you want to go ahead and correct it. It's too little too late, buddy. Too little too late.
Take a look at what's going on right now with Street Fighter with Bison. Like, I'm doing good with Bison. I got him to master. My first stream of master went really.
And that, yes, and that's more important. Listen to yourself, you fucking man-child. That is more important than you collaborating with another human being for your benefit. You smurfing scrubs online is more important than doing something that is beneficial to your business.
Well, so I want to focus on that and keep that going.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
So instead of collaborating with this person, let's take the way of the fact that you're around the pedo. That's why Brian doesn't want to fuck with you. Let's just say this is the actual reason. So again, you would rather sit there and waste time smurfing people online when you can sit there and have a nice collaborative stream with another human being. This is why your fucking channel is in shambles. This is why your fucking career has gone nowhere. This is why you're a laughing stock. Again, this is me buying into the bullshit and not knowing damn well that the main reason why you're not fucking with Brian is because Brian doesn't want to fuck with you because of Derek. We know this already. Come on, Phil. This is sad.
I don't want to now. Oh, let's take time away from Street Fighter for a whole week to do casual play, and then go back. No, I want to keep that momentum going. I want to stay in that mind.
Again, yes, and that's the problem. Just like when you fucking had John Rambo come over, and all you want to do is fucking do content, instead of fucking doing something else. God, why do you keep proving me right, Phil, that everything that revolves around your life has to do with YouTube?
Of playing Bison and getting better with him, you see? I think that's the only way I'm going to get better at this game. So, that's on me. You don't have to, nothing negative whatsoever about that guy. We've been talking. He beat the Elden Ring DLC already. So, that's awesome that he did. And, I know he's still playing Street Fighter and stuff. And I'm just, time has gotten away from me. Like, I was fully intending that, like, this week I would have...
And Tony says, and Brian told him that he'll go to Agent Proper's channel, and DSP never responded to Brian's message. I mean, there you go. Like I said,
lobby with Brian.
Again, you can't sit there and be like, don't listen to those people, dude. These are grown-ass fucking people. This isn't high school anymore. This is in your early 20s. You're not dealing with fucking children.
But I just didn't get around to it, forgot about it, basically. Like, absent-minded because I'm busy with everything else. Excuse me. Do I play games in my free time? I don't have time. Like, basically, when I'm off stream, the whole point of me being a full-time streamer, right, is that all of the gameplay that I do, you see. If I need to grind in a game, you see it. You see my climb up the ranks of Street Fighter 6, and you see me learning fight by fight. Everything has been televised, right? Every part. Get it? So, when I get off of these streams, the last thing that I want to do is play more games. Like, I've sat here playing games, right, all day. The last thing I want to do is now, let me go do more of the same thing I just did all day. What would happen is I would get so burnt out on games, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much, Just think about that. Who goes to work, does what they do for work, comes home, and then continues to do that as a hobby at the same time? Like, huh?
I did, dumbass. When I was in IT, I didn't know shit about computers. Okay? And I like technology. That's why I got into the customer service aspect. That was something I just like to do. That's just something I was just used to. But like I've said it to my managers and every person that I interviewed, I really just like getting my hands on technology. I like how it works. Yeah, so when I found out about how shit works in a fucking, how the software works or how a certain apparatus works, and these people are like, yeah, we're gonna, you can have it. We don't need it. Yeah, I'm coming home. I'm fucking with it. I'm playing with it. I'm using it. That's what happens when you're interested in something. It's not a fucking job. It's something you enjoy. So you continue, wouldn't you like to continue doing what you enjoy? Isn't that why you fucking play WWE Champions all the goddamn time? Isn't that why you fucking drink gin all the time? Because you fucking enjoy it.
It got all over my fucking leg. Let's continue.
Yes, thank you for the $2 super chat. I do my job as a hobby too. DSP is a sad sack.
Exactly. Because it's funny because it's the way that you view life. It's so fucking pathetic that you see a job as something as just a fucking, it's just a menial thing to do. No, it's a purpose that you have. You can find enjoyment in your purpose, dumbass, but you wouldn't know that. Why? Because you're a coddled 42-year-old man-child.
No, you want to diversify what you do. That way
Yeah,
you're not
for
getting
15
burned out
once I
or
was staying
bored,
3 hours
correct?
off stream. Yeah, he doesn't enjoy
So
gaming.
no, we purpose.
Yeah, like I play. The only reason I'm not even playing, like I play Tales of Hysteria for you guys. The only reason I don't want to play it off stream is because this is like my first playthrough and I want to play with you guys. But that doesn't mean I'm not playing other video games. I'm still playing fucking Splatoon. I'm still trying to get all the Splatoon drip right now. All right, I still play, Street Fighter. The fuck.
Purposefully, I don't play games off stream. If anything, if my wife is playing a game, right, I'll sometimes watch her play. But I do not play off of there. And basically also, we like to do other things. Like I said, we've been watching BattleBots. That's a fun show. We listen to music. We do all these other things, that are not related to video games, which is a good thing. It keeps your mind clear.
Yeah, I play. I be getting clipped. For Earth Raid, you'll see me on there. I get clipped by detractors often. These detractors don't know. I be seeing them splatting me and shit. Pause. I think y'all low. There was one that I forgot. I had one match with this one detractor, and dude was just disrespecting me. Was not letting me breathe at all.
Okay.
Catching me at the spawn point and shit.
Anything else, guys?
Spanking me. Are we done? Done?
You want to hear more of my thoughts on adult topics that aren't political, like AI and energy? AI and energy. Really? Those two specific topics.
Oh, Mario Kart? Yeah, I gotta do. Oh, speaking of which,
now?
so I'm gonna bug. So what I'm trying to do is I've been bugging the shit out of Ann. So like I do this thing where I bug the shit out. Ann, I know you're listening. Ann. I'm trying to get him to either play Garfield kart racing. He said he might. But the other thing I'm trying to get him to do is buy plastic rubber duck simulator, because it's a really stupid game. So if I can get one or the other, I'll be good. So that's what I'm going for, guys. I want him to get either Garfield kart racing or plastic rubber duck simulator. All right. Yeah, we could do that. And so we're gonna have to try. So if he does have something set up, we could try to have like a little stream or something. Or if anything, like even if it does happen, I'll set something up and we'll play it up. I'm gonna play that game.
AI is great. AI is the best thing ever. If AI could just do everything for us, then we could all become like the big blobulous people from the movie Wall-E. Did you ever see it? Like, that's my goal, is eventually in life to look just like the people in Wall-E. Okay? And then, energy is terrible. I hate energy. Because the more energy you have, the more things you have to do with that energy. If none of us had any energy, we could just sit around like blobulous people. Like in the movie Wall-E. Did you ever see
No, if you didn't have any energy, you'd be fucking dead, stupid.
see that movie? So, energy's bad. AI is good.
Yay, we got $3
So
now.
anyway, everything just ties back to the movie Wall-E. So I recommend you all see the movie Wall-E. Anyway, Spawn Killer did a $2 super chat and says, "Have you ever watched the old BattleBots?" I did watch some of the old BattleBots back in the day. Back when, I think it was on either Sci-Fi Network or Spike TV or both. I can't remember. But I saw the old BattleBots. That's how I knew about it. And then when people had said on my streams that BattleBots existed, I was like, what? It exists now? Like, I thought that was like an old school thing. But now, now it's back.
He looks like the captain from Wall-E.
Through here.
At least at least he updated it. At least he didn't fucking use like a Toy Story reference or a Bug's Life reference. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Spike TV. They don't exist anymore, right? Spike TV? They don't exist anymore? I remember Spike TV. I remember when Spike TV launched and all the shit that was on there. I remember when Spike Lee tried to sue Spike TV, saying that because they named themselves Spike, that was like biting off of his intellectual property, and people would watch the channel because of him and not because of the channel, and he felt that was unfair, so he sued them. Take a wild guess if he won.
Ha 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 ha! Let me laugh at this black guy. Ah, stupid black guy. Yeah, I just had to bring up that random ass shit where I get to slight a black guy. He was really proud about that shit too. Look at his eyes blinking. Look at the right eye blinking. Look at the right eye. Right eye, guys. Right eye.
It was on Comedy Central, was it? BattleBots? Oh.
Bro, you serious?
Sonya Blade says, June the King is covering your take on the film Cuties. Well, good for him, because let me tell you, that was a really important thing to cover. Super important that I really just in-depth talked about it endlessly for months on end, and I never changed my stance on it whatsoever, correct? Even if that's true, it's such a stupid, innocuous thing. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's stupid and innocuous because, you know, like I felt like I needed, me not paying attention to what's going on. I just had to be a contrarian and throw my 2 cents in the ring so people could think I'm smart and I have an opinion. And when it made me look like a fucking creep. Yeah, that's how stupid it is.
I just don't give a crap.
That's why he did that fucking voice crack. I think that was the moment when he realized he should be very careful with what the fuck he says on the internet.
Does it? My mic is cutting off my loud laughs. Yeah. So, people for years said they wanted noise gates on my mic. Because
The cope laugh, that voice
throat,
cracking and
when
shit.
I make certain noises, certain things in the background, you don't hear anymore. You don't hear the air conditioner. You don't hear a loud-ass fan on my PC.
You don't hear my wife as she's Godzilla walking through the goddamn fucking hallway.
All these things. So... And everyone says, oh, everyone else uses noise gates. Why don't you?
All right, let's see.
It makes sense.
What doesn't make sense, Phil?
Blow out the mic all the time, right? So basically, the mic never blows out anymore. You never hear the mic go explode with sound anymore.
Yeah, we're suffering through it. Dead air. This is what we're supposed to pay money for.
Ask me a question
Suck my dick. I don't even care. All right, guys, I am donezo. Because that guy's fucking boring as shit. All right, so thank you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're getting back to the swing of things. Tomorrow will be another edition of the Glaze State. If he's off on Thursday, we might do Tales is a stereo stream, and then we'll have the Glaze State on Friday. Okay, but I think we're back in the swing. Thank you guys for stopping by. Love you. What do you guys want me to leave you off with? I'm going to leave you off with something nice. Let me see. What's good? You know what? Since we had fucking him rambling and shit. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Love you. All right, bye.